morning, people. It is Friday. It is Friday, the 14th of March. We're halfway through March, which is also crazy. But welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, you're hosted by the best. So let's get to know who's in. He turned up on a Friday. Friday's his day, you know. Friday's really your day.
No, you've been...
Imagine you're coming on a Tuesday. That's crazy.
I've only seen you once this year.
That's because you're always away.
No, I'm not.
I said I've always been, like you didn't just come up at all.
Sorry?
What?
I'm always away.
No, you are always away.
So are you.
Yeah, that's my new plan now. I'm trying to
No,
go
but
away
Gina's
once a
away
month.
during the week. So then you catch her on the Monday or Friday. As she should be here. But you're away like, you've been, you haven't been, I've seen you once this year.
Who? Me.
Not
Oh.
once,
No,
more
but
than
to be
that.
honest,
But you was away.
But
You
the
was in
last
Nigeria.
time, the only time I saw you was at the shoot. That wasn't even on air.
That's true.
true,
That's
you know.
behind the
That's what
scenes.
I'm saying. We've not been here together at all.
It's your first show. That's
Yeah.
true, actually.
Sorry, man.
Actually, it's our first show too.
No, we done one since you came back from Nigeria.
I don't think so. I saw you at
We have,
the
because I
shoot.
was here. I just came late because I was watching on the way in. And
Oh,
you was
yes.
talking about it.
I can't remember who we were talking about, but then I can't,
When
yeah,
the
I
man was rubbing
remember.
up your feet and stuff.
My feet.
Yeah, the man was rubbing your feet.
Oh,
on the
yes,
plane.
yes, the sicko on the plane.
I'm
Yes,
sure I
yes,
was
that's
into
true.
that episode, but I just missed that bit.
Yeah,
I was
the
watching
beginning,
that
yeah, that's
on
true,
the-
actually,
on the
yeah.
drive-in. It's not my fault, man. I've been busy, man. Apart from when I'm not away.
Pen gaming.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've been busy, so.
You know what? This is gonna be a good year. I need to move because what is this camera angle?
It looks very weird without the records at the back.
Yeah, oh, that's
It just
what
looks
is.
like
Yeah.
Sorry.
empty.
Can I do my intro, please?
Of course you
Oh
can.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
It's so dramatic because we're all affected by that. None of us have done it. It's forgotten.
No, you done yours.
No, I
No, she
didn't.
hasn't.
Because you go first.
See, you messed up the whole feng shui.
I
All right,
love
anyway.
that word, feng shui.
It's your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation. Big Marsh on the east side of the bridge. Good morning, people.
That's what you wanted to say.
Yeah, let them know I'm
Yeah,
dead,
he
man.
hasn't, they haven't, to be fair, they haven't, I think, yeah, they haven't heard in a while.
Sorry.
Let
Mark's
them
is
know I
taking-
am dead there.
Why does Margs never... Where's your backpack?
Do you see what
In my boot.
iPad he has? In your boot.
No, my one's there. My one's down there. It's
Mine's,
charging.
mine's broken.
What did you do to it?
No, it wasn't me. It
Brent?
wasn't me. No, it literally
Why
just
would you
stopped
go for
working.
Brent? Why would Brent- how would Brent have broken
stopped
it?
working.
Because he
So
supplied
I've-
it.
So,
Been getting blamed for everything.
so I
It's
usually use
crazy.
Brent's, but you're using it.
No, but as soon as it switches on.
I tell no jokes. What's friendship for? It's not to tell jokes, bro. God damn it.
Brent's just an antagonist. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He just
We
stays-
actually had an episode where we talked about his wickedness.
I have a
Yeah,
plan.
we did. And he actually spoke. You got
Like,
a
he
plan.
was vulnerable and
so
open about it.
you're brewing. You're brewing.
No, sorry.
You
brewing.
see you warming
I have
up.
a plan, I have a plan.
Can I be
You're
honest?
brewing
it.
You look like you're brewing.
No, don't worry. This
He-
is
yeah.
myself and him. It's an inside conversation. I have a plan.
Okay. My own royalty here today. Present.
Present girl, she girl just
Present.
dream representing the black queens in the fitness scene. How you mean? How you blood clot mean?
I know that's right.
Period.
And Brent is here, of course. You guys have already heard him.
Yes. I want to hear what you
Your
said
trips.
Gambia, innit?
Yeah.
All right. If I hook you up with the plug, there's a woman who basically hit me up and said, I heard Mag is going tour of Africa. I have every single piece of information. I have where he needs to go, where he needs to eat, where he needs to stay. Blah,
Is
blah,
it?
blah. Yeah, Heather.
Big up, Heather.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heather is a woman that just
Keeps
has
on
it all.
giving.
She keeps on
She
giving.
got everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, let's get it done because this is just my first sort of foray. Remember, I'm saying, remember my hashtag for the beginning of the year?
What was it?
What was it?
Africa
missed it.
25.
African what?
Africa 25.
Africa 25. Fair.
You know what? You really should go Ghana and Easter, you know. Easter's such a good time compared to Christmas.
Easter soon, no?
It's
Yes,
April, I
yeah.
know.
But
I
it's
know,
like
I
end of
know.
April this year, though.
I know, but I feel like you would have a better experience
Than in
going
December.
Christ- Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can do that date. April.
I'm free on that date.
I'm not even going. So. No, I've changed, you know.
No, Ghana has not seen you since they're
Brother,
offended
don't
you.
you think- don't
And
you
I think
think-
that's fair, though. Because
I've
that
actually-
trauma from
I've-
that.
I've changed. I can't believe, like, even my mum, she messaged me, she's like, you come for Easter? I said, no, babes.
Oh, yeah, been since they defrauded you.
No, I have.
No, but that's for
Oh.
your mum, though.
But yeah, like, I ain't been,
And
you
then
know how
she
usually I'm
dipped
just
in and dipped out.
I'm rallying to whatever. I ain't had that
Yeah.
experience in time.
Because you know, be like, I'm going Ghana for a week. Then 3 weeks later, she's like, oh, I'm just, here I am. But you, I think your mum saying you dipped in and dipped out.
It's not even that. I think I'm just adulting at the minute. To be honest with you, that's
hear
the only
you.
reason why I'm not going, and I can't go in April because I'm going beats and I'm doing
Yeah.
Get it?
literally. I'm going to Sweden to do beats and bands.
International.
Yeah, so that's why I can't go in Easter because I'm going Usher Paris. I'm doing Usher in Paris
Nice.
on the 14th. No, whenever it is. Anyway, I get back on the 16th. So if I was gonna go to Ghana, I'd have to go on the 17th, and then I'd need to be back by the 24th. And to me, there's no point in going. That's like it's too short.
Yeah, it's short.
And because I ain't been for so long, I want to like proper like
Enjoy,
defrost
have a good time.
and have yeah. So I'm like, what's the point in going if I'm going for like 5-6 days? Because then I'd have to come back and go to Sweden. So I'm just not gonna bother.
I think we've swapped lives because now I want to be in Nigeria all the time
When you going back?
in a couple of weeks.
So,
Dead ass.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to go to at
That's
least.
right. You going to where?
I want to go to at least 3 countries this year.
What African
African countries.
Can I tell you?
Nice. Did you say Nice?
At least.
Nah, at least.
Okay.
Do you know
If I
where?
do, if I do 2, then fair enough.
Yeah.
Let me
But
tell you where you need to go. You need to go SA. Let me
That's what
tell
my
you
brother
why.
Yeah,
is
you would
saying.
love
Let me
that.
tell
I
you
think you
why.
love that.
See Marvin Abbey. He went SA once, and now I'm like, you've taken over
He's a
me.
national.
He's there all the time, and I get why he's there all the time. Because when I went for the first time, it did the same thing to me. I said, no.
I ain't spoke to Marvin properly in ages because I thought he was an American man before.
He's in
He
SA
I thought he was an
now.
American guy.
He was an American man. Like, America was his story.
Now, I'm sure in the space of, I've seen Marvin go SA at least twice within the last 6 months.
Really? I only caught it the first time he went. That's crazy.
He's there now, or was there the other day?
Screaming.
Because it was
Okay.
Daps' birthday. I think they went for Daps' birthday.
Oh, nice.
I don't think no one travels more than Marvin, you know.
No one does.
He's
His air miles must be off
crazy.
the roof. I know they hate to see him coming because it
Yeah.
means they've got to give him a free ticket or something.
And he's kind of like my inspiration.
No, he's booked and busy. He's
booked and
always
busy,
catching
yeah.
flights and not feelings. Give him that.
Is once a month
Hallelujah.
traveling too much?
No, I don't think it is.
I think there is. I think sometimes, because some people use it as, not saying Marv anybody, but some people can use it as escapism of their reality. Sometimes
There is
sit
that,
down and
yeah.
work or sit down and deal with what you need to deal
No,
with.
it's true. Do you know 20?
To do. What are you talking about once a month travel?
Imagine Brent traveling once a month.
Empire with once a month travel.
All right.
It's got to do with your flipping building?
Not all the time. But I put my calendar, I got my dates. I know when I have to
Have
film.
babes to basically give you that particular rest and relaxation.
I don't think it works like that though.
To be honest, I don't know why they said
I don't know why he did. I don't know why he did.
I'm talking about.
I've been
life.
rooting for you sometimes.
Something constant that.
20. Sorry, thinking out loud. Ignore me.
No, sorry.
No. I've got nothing to say. Sorry.
This is a platform for speech.
This is a platform.
No. Go on. No, honestly, please. Yes, please.
No, yes, please, girl.
I'm done.
Can you just send to her, please?
Is your
Of
mic
course I
off,
can.
Brent?
It was.
Oh.
But I knew that when I started talking.
Oh, okay.
But I like the fact that people say my mic is off.
So you like
They
the
say so
attention.
once a month is too much, Brent. What if you can find the time? What if it's not always like a whole week or like it might
If
be
it's
for
like a
4 days
weekender.
here, long weekend here, Friday, Monday.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel like
100% a weekend
20,
is fine.
2023
Each weekend is good.
or 2.
Going to the Cotswolds.
Each
I
weekend
I
is not
travelled
good.
like a lot. I think I did like 10. I travelled 10 times. My goal was to do 12, obviously, like, so, but I was close.
Last year I think I went away about 6 times. I think.
Did you?
I think
It's-
so.
Does that include the Europe ones though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, because anytime R&B and Slow Jams was on tour.
Oh, you were
too-
there, boy.
You were there.
You were
Who,
there.
me?
Yes. I said,
No,
me.
they've done better. I've missed better.
Towards the end of the year, but that's because of Pen Game.
I've done the first one I've done. Yes, that's true. Because for whatever reason, I don't know if that me and Taser got beef. All my Pen Game dates are
On the
R&B
same day.
dates. you know what I'm saying? But the first one they done Barca, Copenhagen, Stockholm. None of that. I couldn't go there. The first one I went for the year was September, Malta. We done Malta.
You've done Manchester, I'm sure.
That's not
But
going
that's not
nowhere.
good
That's
now.
just,
Oh, sorry.
that's just normal. Like
So where did you go last year? Did
And
you see
then
Burna Boy last year?
Paris.
No, that was the year before.
I done Paris. Yeah, we done. No, that was about 2 years ago. Me and Pacer went to Sweden.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I've just done Malta and then I've done Paris towards the end of the year. I've done Paris R&B, and that's the only two. That's the only two
You've done.
abroad that I've done.
No, fair enough. Well, it feels like more.
You've been doing a lot. Talk to us.
Me?
Yeah.
What we did?
Apparently you had some culture clash thing going on.
I had some. I
Sure
went
did.
to culture.
Oh, you just attended.
What
was-
sound was you with?
Do you know what? Let me break it down. Yeah.
Can you, before you do that, can you tell
Explain
me
what culture clash is.
Yeah, 'cause I'll be honest, I
Because I
didn't have a
realized,
clue.
I actually realized
Don't have a
a
clue.
lot of people don't actually. Did you never hear about it from back in the day?
No.
I
The last
heard
one a few years
whispers.
ago was mental.
2016.
I weren't there, but
Is
I
it just for
saw
like bashment and dancehall? And stuff?
No.
It's all different sounds.
It's
Isn't it?
Afrobeat
everyone.
today.
And
So
you
this
see
year
how you
was the
say
fir-
that? It's because each time they have a culture clash, who comes up top?
The Caribbean's
Come
along the line.
on.
Come on, that's
Right.
our,
Sorry,
it's
no,
clashing. That's our story.
No, because you just
on.
found out where it was 2 seconds ago. So
No,
don't
no,
start.
no, no, but it's
Don't try it.
No, each time
No,
I
no,
hear
no,
about
don't
it,
try
I'm thinking,
it.
I think it's a bashment
Don't
thing.
make me call Whiskey FC on your ass.
Hello. No. They need to sit this one out because when I get into that,
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
get into that.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah, yeah,
basically
yeah.
it's like a sound clash which
Yeah.
originates from Caribbean culture. So
It's the wrong sound.
but it does. It's
No, that's the right tongue.
Oh,
but
like a praise or
it-
something.
It sounds like you just confirmed what I was saying.
No, I
No,
am.
she hasn't. Yes.
Anyway, it originates from Caribbean culture. So it's like sound clashes. So they will have different crews that represent different sounds,
Yeah.
and they kind of clash each other.
Yeah.
And then the way it works is the audience basically,
they're the
but it's
judges.
based on like there's like a sound measure. So you got to
okay.
make noise in the building to win the round. So
Okay.
4 rounds, 4 stages, 4 different sounds.
Yeah.
You had Spice Army. You had Native Sound, which was Amapiano and Afro Beats, which
Yeah.
this was the first year
Okay, fair
that
enough.
they ever had a stage.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You had Voice of the
Beats.
Streets, which
Learning
was
the
Kenny
ropes and that.
Allstar.
Oh, shut up.
I said Voice of the Streets, which was Kenny Allstar. And then you had Jotty, but I don't remember. Number one, I didn't even know who she was.
Who's Jotty?
She's a DJ apparently.
Dotty or
What's her-
Jotty?
Jotty.
What's their sound?
I think I've heard it. I've heard of her.
She had like, it was like a UK so she had like
Ain't that Kenny
Flow
also?
Dan, Stush, like
Okay.
them kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who brought out Gets? I think it was Kenny, to be fair. Anyway, everyone's going head to head, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. You see Spice.
Oh, she's petty. She's Queen Petty.
She understood the assignment, and I feel like because it's a Caribbean thing, I get why she understood the assignment.
Yeah.
She went in, like with the dubs. I think Kenny brought out Bushkin. She got a dub from Bushkin's baby mom and played it, and the baby mom's talking about, you got a small willy, like.
Yeah, I
it
heard that part, but I didn't know
was-
whose boyfriend or whose
was-
girlfriend was brought out and stuff.
It was so.
She's petty then.
It was so entertaining.
Nothing wrong with having a small willy, by the way.
I didn't say it was,
Alright, okay.
but
Don't
it was
say no
just.
small willy, man.
It was just so insane.
That's what
What did
Spice
Beverly
is.
say?
That your tribe being put.
100%.
What did Beverly say?
Homegrown. I don't know if
Big up
she's correct.
Jotty.
Jotty's homegrown.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Jotty was
So
homegrown.
sorry. Was Pepper involved in this?
No, we went though. We all went though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're. I love
Come
them,
on,
man.
Listen,
I love them.
love
Literally.
Pepper.
So who finished last?
Can I be honest? Everybody. Like it weren't. What made me laugh is people thought it was like a close. It was not. When I say it was like, in my
Everybody in the
opinion,
Caribbeans.
Spice was first, second, and third. Like she was that good.
Yeah.
That
She
she
just
took
washed
first,
everyone.
second. She washed.
Oh, I get what you mean. It's everyone
Nobody
else
stood a
was
chance,
fourth.
man. And these are talking about, nah. You stood no
Yeah.
chance. She had Shaggy.
Shaggy's crazy.
Bringing out Shaggy was nuts. I don't really know like Caribbean artists like that, man. So I don't really want to say names. So I'm gonna get them all wrong, and you're not gonna stone me. But she did her thing. She brought out Sneak Bow. And you know what I think was really sick about Spice? Yeah, she brought out Scratch. Like she did her research in it. So like she brought out all the people that like we were gonna go mad for just being in the UK. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. So yeah, like it was really, really good. Really, really good. And I think, I don't know, because I
She
was,
brought out Skeng as well, innit?
yeah,
She brought up Lance as well, innit?
yeah,
Come on.
she did. She brought out everyone. Who brought out H? Not H. What's his name? RD, sorry. It's magic, because there's so much going on in the building, yeah. That
Spice
if,
brought up Adi?
no, someone did. Seriously. Someone did. But there was so much going on in that building that I'm just like, I have to go back and watch the live stream because I don't remember, or like, you know when there's just so much going on.
Spice was a good vibes. Like I heard 2 of the artists she brought out. I don't know who exactly it was. Was Popcorn there? Maybe not. Maybe it was
No.
Shaggy.
I ain't seen
But I
no
think it
footage
was
of Popcorn.
I think someone said Shaggy or somebody anyway. 2 of the artists she brought out, the big artists, they actually were like, oh, it's fine. Like
Sister
she said it,
Nancy.
and then they paid their own flight. They were like, don't worry. Like
Yeah.
she's just told them. They said we're there.
So that's the
She must
thing.
be really good
So
vibes.
this is the thing, yeah. So this was anyway. Let me talk about Native Sound, my fellow Africans who really let me down. So from time, yeah, Dana denounced her African heritage from early.
Oh dear.
No, literally, because they were like, who do you want to represent, yeah? In my head, I thought I was gonna go with Africa. She was like, no. We're Spice Army. The whole weekend, she kept telling everyone she was Caribbean, and I was like, "You're such a fake African."
You know, Dana is African mother.
Literally, no.
Like Mother Africa.
She kept literally. Everyone was like,
Is she
"No."
Ghanaian?
No, she's Zimbabwean.
Oh.
But it was jokes because she was literally like Spice Army, yeah.
But Ghana, Jamaica, you know.
You know what?
With the link up, like no,
Because they've got direct flights now. Oh, that's Nigerian, Jamaica.
no,
my bad.
Ghanaians do. Oh,
Do
not
they?
direct flights, but I mean the visa thing.
Okay.
But
I think a lot
anyway,
of Jamaicans, if you check their heritage,
no,
on their
come from
phone,
Ghana.
yeah.
I get it.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
What?
They
Oh.
do actually.
a lot of
It is.
Jamaicans come from Ghana, yeah. Like, when
that's
you-
why they.
Trinidad.
That's why
I
they-
thought a lot of Jamaicans were Nigerian.
No, it's
that's
Ghanaian.
Ghana.
There's more that's
But
Ghanaian.
that's weird because of the.
That's why
the
they've
lifestyle
given.
and
That's
the
why like
temperament
they
and
did that
whatnot.
thing where like if you're Jamaican and you're coming to Ghana, you no longer need a visa because it's part of.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah. So if you had a Jamaican passport, you wouldn't need a visa. You can go.
Do you have a Jamaican passport?
No, so don't count for me.
No. What do you mean it doesn't count? You just said if you have a Jamaican passport.
Leave him,
Jamaican.
he's not doing good.
Not by words. Because Dana was Jamaican last weekend.
Hey, say it, go on. She denounced it.
Right. So anyway, the
She
thing.
denounced it. That's crazy.
Yeah, she denounced the African heritage because she was like, "No, Spice is gonna win in it. I know so I'm gonna be Caribbean." And rightfully so because the whitewash the washing was crazy, but it's because it's like this convo is a bit awkward, yeah. Because I don't know if I can have the real convo because I was at Red Bull yesterday, so I got the real tea, but I'm not gonna spread the real tea on air.
I should have told us just before we came on.
I know.
Crap.
So I'm not gonna talk about the real tea. But I was just like, so everyone had the same budget, yeah.
Yeah.
Every crew got the same budget.
Okay.
Every single crew. So like,
And they all
to,
did.
to do what you need to do. So I was like,
And some of y'all
Do
did.
you know,
You
how
lot
much,
had
do
this
you know how
thing-
much the budget was?
I did. Do you know what it is? They weren't trying to tell me the number, but I was playing games in it, so I kind of have I got a rough
Around the
idea
park.
of what it is. I got the ballpark. And it's a lot of money, obviously. It's Red Bull, they've got mad budget. But I'm just like, for you lot to have all this money
Yeah.
and
This is what you
for
came up
you
with.
lot to bring, like, so disappointing. So Native Sounds, Afrobeats, they had NSG, and then they brought out Michael
Why didn't they
Dapper.
ask Davido? He would have come.
No. They had NSG, Michael Dapper,
That was a good time.
Spinall.
Fair.
No, because...
Great DJ.
But he'd...
Go on.
That's-
What's the truth?
Man's not hot.
Yeah, I don't know why that
No,
happened.
again...
Should never.
I,
But Spinall is not bad though. Spinall
no,
is,
but
is
Spinall didn't do a good job.
really.
No, and they had no dubs, no.
Is that all the people they brought? NSG, Michael
That's
Dapper,
it.
and Spinall.
They didn't even have videos, shout outs, dub plates from...
If they asked Davido, he would have come. That man loves a good time.
Esther, you say that, yeah.
Burna Boy that was out here
No,
appropriating Jamaican culture all these years.
No, but this is what the argument and the criticism
He could have
is.
left Chloe for a second and come.
The criticism is Afrobeats artists
Wow, money.
want too much money. So they're not. You see how you just said Shaggy and Sister
Price
Nancy
enough.
came
Yeah.
for free
Oh, you don't know
because
about
they
us.
respect the
Yeah.
they respect the culture and whatnot. That's not what's happening on the other side. They don't rate it. They don't care. It's about the bread. And if the bread ain't right, and the mad thing is, they probably would want the whole budget. If you get what I mean.
And they definitely would, but then we
they're
can't-
gonna
yeah.
ask for the whole. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Yeah, that is true.
They're gonna ask for the whole budget.
There's no sense of
For
pride
one
of
person.
let's do this, let's come together as a nation kind of thing. Unless there's cameras involved and the blogs are gonna be talking about it.
Pastor Lou was there.
Which there was.
no?
Oh yeah, Pastor Lou. Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah, but
Again.
Brigade.
No.
My family.
No.
Ain't that
No.
back row G?
That is back row G. Pastor Lou is. They
That's
don't
back
know
row.
about the trap
You done
live.
back row G?
Yeah.
It's the same track.
It is the same
But
track.
would,
Oh,
he,
Pastor
but
Lou,
would he
innit?
be on the UK
Oh,
side
okay.
or the Afrobeat side? Because that sounds more UK.
What? Pastor Lou.
Pastor Lou.
He's UK, but this is why I'm saying it was really confusing, yeah, because to me at this point, just because someone's African is why you're bringing them out.
Yeah, because
Because
NSG
that's,
is.
NSG, I get though, because
Afro
it's
swing.
Afro swing. Michael Dapper is because he's African. Pastor Lou's because he's African, because it's not Afrobeats.
I could have come with a better list than that.
So my thing was, yeah,
Heck, Afrobeat.
if it was me, yeah, and if like the African giants weren't really feeling it, yeah, why didn't you lot bring back Afro swing? Because for me,
That would have been
Afro
sick.
swing
Yeah.
is native to like
That was an
UK
era in
culture.
itself,
That was
yeah.
an era that was so cold.
You could have got with that.
You could have done a thing, you know.
Brought J Hassan.
You could have put
They could have brought. I can't even. They could have brought.
fun.
Yeah, even Sana. Sana would have been lit because that's a nostalgic feeling.
One
That would have been lit.
Do you remember that period?
Did they say
Yes.
was someone saying notes? Was notes? They bring out
Notes.
notes.
They didn't. Did they bring? I was in the toilet. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Fair.
I heard
yeah,
him.
Notes is there.
What for the Afrobeat stage?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean you saw it?
I
Okay.
was there.
I just feel like they didn't try.
They didn't
and,
research.
And they didn't take it.
And you know what it is about? You know what it is? If you can't get the African giants, quote unquote, you can't get Whiskey, you can't get Burna Boy, you can't get Davido. There's so many other artists that are for the culture in that way that you actually could have brought out in terms of Afrobeats as well. And they had like big Afrobeat moments. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
It was quite disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, because for me it's like you lot didn't try it, and then it's like, okay, great, you had like dancers and stuff, and it's just like this isn't the time.
Hot
for that.
take. Next one, I think Afrobeats are gonna turn up.
No, but there's been so much. They've got so much. The criticism has been crazy.
That's why next time round they're gonna.
I'm not
turn
saying
up.
next time, but people was waiting. It weren't like it was one every year.
It's
The
not
last
gonna be.
one was
It's not gonna be
ages
next
ago.
year though.
People
It's
been
not a yearly thing.
It can't be. It takes two. They
people
even said
been-
it themselves.
People
It
been
takes,
crying for
Yeah, culture-
for
the last one was
Culture
2016.
Clash.
When was it? That was 2016.
Yeah.
They had all that time to collect some Avengers Assemble Africans.
This is what I'm saying. Anybody that's
Not 2016, obviously, but I'm saying they were like, it doesn't take a year to put on that kind of show. It takes longer.
Next
than
time
that.
I'm going to be creative director, I'll sort it out.
So,
Got a direct link to Davido.
but the quite crazy
Nope.
thing is, I sat with the
Do the
I
homegrown
sat
ones,
with
man. Because that was a good idea.
But
Afro
what I
swing?
said, but I
Yeah.
sat with a guy that was whatever yesterday, innit? Me and him were going like back to back, and he was. That's what I'm saying. I can't say the convo on air, it's annoying. But you know when he's giving me the real tea,
The
and I said
download.
shut up, and he was just like,
Wow.
Get ass.
She said that they reached out to the Wiz Kids and the
She didn't say
and
all
Burna
that.
Boy. That's what she was saying with her eyes. Look, she's not even correcting me. You know what I'm saying? And they were like,
Anyway, I don't know
Look
who
out,
wants
money.
to see. Anyway, let me never talk too much before they ban me at the airport. And
so.
start chasing me up and down.
But
the
it was a
streets of
really
Lagos.
good.
Next
Do you know what?
time,
Red Bull are
next
such a dope company, man. They're
Yeah?
just they
Come
are.
on.
No, they are.
Are they looking
know.
after you?
Proper.
Come on.
No, they are. Like I had such a. It was a Friday to Sunday, you know.
Come on.
That's lit.
Like literally Friday to Sunday, there was so much to do, and it's like, imagine staying in a hotel when you just live down the road. I thought, oh, this is great.
But that's nice.
This is great.
lifestyle.
Yeah, it was great. It was fun, and even our experience, like, and I was like, I don't know if I really enjoyed it because we had like a VIP experience, but
Yeah.
from everybody else I know who went, it was a good event. Like, it was good. Like, literally, I was like, there was nothing, and I actually hate Drumshed as a venue in general, but I couldn't fault it. Like, it was actually very, very, very well executed. It was dope.
Well, when it is that you're VIP, everything is just wavy in it. You don't care about the commoners and whatnot. And
No, but do you know the crazy thing
But I
is,
think
I didn't
everyone
stay,
I
I
went
didn't,
said
I
it was
didn't stay in
good.
VIP.
You were mingling.
I was in Gem Pop.
Serious?
It was better.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, in VIP, it was so far away. You wasn't in the crowd. It was whatever. So I literally was, all my videos, I'm in Gen Pop
Come on.
because it was a better experience. For me, anyway. And I messaged everyone in the group and I was like, guys, I'm not going to lie, you need to come down here. And they did because they were like, yeah, you're right.
Ah.
Because it was just better than being up there. Because when you're up there, again, like I said, you're far. It's very industry. It's not the same. Whereas the crowd, people are like mosh pitting and really getting stuck in. So you get a better experience.
All right. Shout out Caribbean. Shout
Your people,
your
them.
out. Well, no, just Jamaica, innit?
You're Caribbean. So
I said just Jamaica, I guess. I don't think it was any Trinidad representation.
Yeah, but she would have been representing the whole of the Caribbean. Come on, man.
No, I'm going, yeah. I just don't want to basically overstep. I don't want to reduce the percentage of Jamaican representation there. That's why I said what I said. I'm all for give me some praise because I'm also Caribbean. 100%.
You see, like, do you think Jamaican culture
Yes.
is even not bigger, as big or as influential as American culture?
I do. I say that because if you in terms of like music and stuff, yeah, because even there was the whole Afrobeats versus like Bashment and whatnot, yeah, and everyone was like, "Hello, you Africans that have been screaming, yeah, Afrobeats is really big in the UK and it's killing it. That weekend should have showed you that." No.
I will do that. Two things can be true, man.
I was
Don't be
like-
silly.
So what are we talking about? Are we talking about food? If so, yes. Because what is American food?
I think everything.
But you know what Jamaican food is? Worldwide.
Yeah, but it's not just food. American culture is like, but at this point, American culture is like a black
Music.
culture.
Music, just because of the music.
It's not just music. Then Black Americans influence the way we like lingo, dress sense, music, like I don't know, music, film, everything. Like it's like as far as black people goes. If it's not as far as black people go, and like and everybody, all of us, if it's not American culture that's the most influential, then it must be Jamaican.
When you say American culture,
it's like black culture, black people culture, because most of our culture from here, that say that us that live here, is going to be influenced by Jamaica or America. No,
I'm just processing it.
Yeah,
so
I'm thinking in real time
100%, the media exporting has influenced the world, right? Because that's all we were basically seeing after we stopped watching the 5 channels that we had, right? When Sky came about, then all we saw was American export. That's all we did until we started, supporting our own and whatnot. So yes, but then it got to a stage where we just saw America as Babylon. We saw it as, yes, it's pervasive, but we now have to start carving our own way to separate or have our own identity.
but we don't. So what is that? British blacks.
I'm not just talking about British blacks. I'm talking about from my country,
Okay.
right? Because I think when I was young, there was a heavy American influence. Speech, clothing, even food. I remember Wonder Bread like every single day. Wonder Bread. And that's Wonder Bread is not a flipping Trinidad thing. It's an American thing. So even import, export, everything was just America. But as the generations matured, the internet came in. I think we started looking to carve our own space, and that made sense when we now had Atto Bolden, we had Dwight York, Trevor McDonald. We started having people that other people, the globe, now recognized, loved, championed, and there was a pride in now saying, "Let's look to carve our own thing." And I'm only speaking about Trinidad. I can't speak about Jamaica, right? Because Jamaica had its own exports before. I believe Trinidad had it en masse, right? As in the globe actually saw certain personalities from Trinidad. And we did have quite a few. I agree with you to a certain extent. And we will have to jump into the categories. But definitely food, 100%. There's no American culture. When you hear American culture and you talk about food, you don't automatically go to, quote-unquote, soul food.
I'm still not really aware of what soul food is because I thought it was like Caribbean food, but it's not.
We had this big discussion,
we had this whole thing.
and Stacey was vexed that we were even looking to say that we as Caribbeans, we shouldn't be calling it soul food because apparently we don't call it soul food at all. It's directly unique. It's unique to Black Americans, not West Indians.
Yeah, ain't that right? Soul food ain't it? Is that what you think soul food is a Caribbean thing?
No, what did you just say?
You just say what?
No, I said it's an American thing. I thought it was. I said I don't really know what soul food is because I thought I would assume it was like Caribbean stuff. But when I look into it and you see it, it's not.
Why did you assume it was Caribbean stuff?
Because it says soul in front of it. Like I don't know. Like I just figured the soul food was like
essentially the distinction that she is trying to basically underscore, and I think she did a very good job of doing that. Is even though you say soul, you're speaking of like it hits your soul, right? It's good food. It makes you good and then you want to eat, right?
I guess so. Before I would know, if you said soul food, the assumption I would make is Caribbean food. That's what I would. But then when I've seen stuff and looked into that soul food and the things that they cook, that ain't Caribbean. That's an American food.
Name the things that are different.
I don't eat all these collard greens and all these. I don't know what like all this stuff that I see on the table, yams and the way that they pattern up their thing. That ain't our thing.
Is there fried chicken?
But everyone got fried. Chinese people got fried chicken.
Let's just focus on your dish as opposed to.
No,
China.
I hear you, but I don't think soul food's not Caribbean food, though, is it?
On a Chinese person's table, fried chicken is not a like a steak.
Okay, I hear that, but if I was gonna go get Caribbean food and I was gonna go to like a feast and get a spread, yeah, and there was curry goat and jerk chicken, stewed chicken, peppered prawns, snapper, fried snapper fish, whatnot. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So and if I was gonna go get soul food, and that's what I was thinking in my head, I'll get a rude awakening when I get there.
Yeah.
Because it ain't the same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So it's different then.
No, 100%. That's why she came to say, please don't think that they are just calling it soul food because it hits the soul. It's actually coined soul food because that's the name, that's the title. It stands on its own. Where you would say you thought it would be Caribbean because when you hear soul food, you're thinking it's food that you enjoy, right? It's not that for them. It's like how you say, it's not oil down. Ital,
Yeah.
right? That's a thing. In Trinidad, I don't say Ital. I don't say Ital because you have some rastas there to restaurant at the Ital. But we don't do that, right? And it's I can't come to you now and say we have our own version of Ital.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because it means something. You all coined it. So she's saying they coined it. So don't look to basically try to share the same space. And I hear that. Because I don't call my food soul food.
Yeah.
As it's your Trinidad food.
Yeah, soul food is an American thing as far as I'm concerned. Cornbread and that, isn't it?
But cornbread's in Trinidad. Don't say the things that aren't on my table.
Yeah, but cornbread is an American thing though.
No.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Who popularized it? Ain't you seen Life?
And it's just media. You're doing the media thing now. And that's fine.
America did popularize cornbread, no?
That's fine.
Where would you buy cornbread?
America.
And you're saying that because you don't know what's on the Trinidad table.
Yeah. But
you know what's on the American table.
No, but you're trying to
Black
you
American
can't monopolize the thing. You got look, roti's your thing.
But one
you
of the
got like roti.
My friend, we've had cornbread for time.
Yeah, but is roti your thing?
It wasn't because we were influenced by America.
But someone's gonna say that's the Indian thing then.
But you know what's
100%
interesting,
it is.
So is it Indian or is it Trini?
It's West Indies. They thought they found where? India.
Alright.
Do you understand?
But this is the interesting thing about history though, because whoever's loudest about, and I'm not saying this is, I don't even care actually, it's Friday, it's gonna beat me. But whoever's loudest about saying something is theirs, everyone assumes and that's the only history there is. But it is possible that there's like soul food can also exist in the Caribbean because that's not a conversation that's had often. It's easy for Americans to think that we created this. But this is why I always say you can't speak on absolutes on things because you don't know. If you don't know all the cultures in the world and you haven't explored all the cultures in the world and all their foods or whatever, you can't exactly say that you created something.
Question.
Because Nigerians going about jollof rice. We didn't even create it.
100%. That's the question I was going to ask you.
Do you know how insane that is?
It's wild.
We
do main character.
You would generally think that it's a Nigerian dish. And
We do main character about it, but it didn't come from us. So, and a lot of cultures, we share foods. Like, puff is a broth right there.
Yeah.
It's something else there. It's something else there. Like, we share so many, because it's all ingredients at the end of the day. And it's ingredients of things that God did not just place, what's it called? The ingredients of cornbread or collard greens or whatever in just this one land. So it's always interesting, man. Things people say.
Yeah, but Stacey did well to...
she did actually.
Yeah, to, represent... I wouldn't say her people because she is
Kenyan.
But, yeah, man.
It's fun.
I don't know what else I want. So, yes, I do believe that Jamaica has a shout when it is that you say, is it more influential than American culture? Because that's what you said, right?
Mm.
It's a big question that you asked. Do you think it is more influential?
Jamaican, that little island influenced the whole world. To be fair, so there's definitely a shot. I don't know because the impact of American culture on us is
undeniable.
It's undeniable. It's like innate in us.
Yep.
But I think also stuff like they have like the arguments about like hip hop and stuff and where it comes from and who started it. And obviously that's a Black American thing and all that. But like a lot of them originals that done it were immigrants and that as well. Cool Herc and all them man, they're Jamaican man. Or their parents are anyway. Like first generation, I don't know whether they was born in America, but their parents would have been born in Jamaica. They was like second generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? That so Jamaica's involved in everything because even hip hop then.
Yeah.
Just even you can't escape it. Jamaica's involved in a lot of the stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? So from food, lingo, slang.
Yeah.
Maybe not fashion. I wouldn't say fashion. I don't know, but it's just I don't know. So it's a good conversation. It's a question, isn't it? To break it down.
And it's just for the purpose of having interest in that discourse. You're not looking to cause some sort of division in doing that.
No. I just
Each time you have to basically proper disclaimer in it.
I just like discourse, and plus I was seeing some stuff the other day because obviously like the diasporas go at it, Black Americans, Black British and stuff like that. And then I see the Americans cussing at the British and saying that Black Britons and stuff like that, we actually don't have no culture. And I think at first when you hear it, you get defensive, but when you break it down, there's solid arguments there that like to where that's like a fact. Like Black British cultures, other people's cultures, because we're so ingrained in what I think the Black British culture is African culture, it's Jamaican culture. There's the influence of American culture.
But that's culture though.
No, but what's solely British though? What's like not anybody else's, like ours? Like something I can think of, maybe like grime. You know what I'm saying? That's Black British. That's no one can't take that, regardless of what the influence is like, and it still has impact on the world. Like grime is a Black British thing. Like that's ours. There's other aspects of culture, Black British culture that if I think about it, it's African, it's Jamaican, it's American. What's British? Like what's English? And some of us don't even see ourselves as that. Anyway, we had this conversation all the time, so maybe we don't really have no culture.
But why can't the culture be the
amalgamation of cultures?
Those cultures, because you would have the West Africans, the East Africans borrowing lingo from the Caribbeans, and you'll have the Caribbeans borrowing lingo from the West Africans and East Africans, right? And it's a fair trade. We're not looking to police whether you can use it, because it's our thing. It's the language in which it is we communicate with. It's interesting to find out the isms attached to the Black British identity and see if, without the mixing, whether that would have been. Because that would be something to mark down as, all right, you can only get this here. Because we're fiercely protective when Americans start talking about Black Brits. That's both sides, Africans and Caribbeans, fiercely protective. And that in itself means that there's something that unites or joins us. Do you understand? We identify something amongst us that we want to now protect.
No, I hear you. There's something to get into. I think you can.
100%.
Not for no division or nothing.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Just for discourse.
100%. But we have to give that disclaimer. always. All right, cool. I need to go. All right. Welcome back. Good morning, everybody in the chat, and happy birthday, Imi Snow Globe. I hear it is your born day today. I hope you have a beautiful one. I hope you are showered with blessings. Come on. Come on, that sounds
Next
like
year we're doing it again. Yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah, your friend.
All right,
The
cool.
Caribbeans would have filled in the gaps, but the Africans couldn't.
Come on.
Since you're so great and got your fucking degree.
Come on.
Big up, Amy. Happy birthday, babes.
All right, let's get into the headlines.
Please. Anymore. That's Chris Brown and R. Kelly. That's a double homicide.
Gina, whilst you were gone, she's denounced Chris Brown.
I have.
No way.
Way.
Not you.
And Wendy.
I didn't do Wendy.
But what happened? What changed your mind, girl?
Listen to what she said.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
No.
You're for women's violence, then, are you?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. That's not even your real voice. That could have been everyone that said not at all. Oh, damn right.
This Friday's new sound that you have.
There's other ones that's annoying. There's more annoying.
You just wait.
I think what's
It's
annoying
more
is the fact that I
annoying.
know where it's from.
There's one that's even more annoying. I
Is
promise
it?
you. That is a joy to hear.
I actually did it because Mark Zachary put it on.
Gosh. Anyway, no, because he helped pay Tory Lanez' legal fees against Meghan. Yeah.
He what?
He helped pay Tory
He helped his
Lanez'
brother out.
legal fees to against Meghan's case.
That's not a reason to disown him.
Absolutely is.
Tory's still
That's an
pleading his
abuser
innocence.
that has not left his abusive ways away, and now he's supporting another abuser.
No, but
Not for that.
Tory's still screaming he's an innocent
mean,
man.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
about
but you
the
can scream that you're
wrongdoings.
innocent all you want to, but you're not.
He
You're
didn't-
not. You shot the woman.
Apparently, he didn't know, and they know that.
Who's they?
The powers that be.
The authorities that put him in jail.
No, but
So
Yes,
what?
Adam.
So wait. So what was he? So if they didn't put him in jail,
Behind
what was he
bars.
going to unleash? Because you know people always say, "Oh my God, there's a reason why they've had to lock him away to
I don't think
silence
he
him."
shot. I think the
So what
Brethren
is
shot. I
silencing
think the
him
Brethren.
for?
I think the Brethren shot her.
Kelsey.
This is what he said on his track on his album that he released in.
I don't think he shot her. I
Okay,
mean,
so when he
I'm
sh-
not even trying to be like a funny
No, that's
guy.
fair.
No, I don't think he shot her.
So when he shot Meghan, then he called her in the hospital the next day to apologize for Kelsey shooting Meghan.
He was apologizing for everything, for
What was
chopping
everything then?
Kylie. What's her name? Not Kylie.
It was Kylie.
Is it Kylie?
Yeah, Kylie. It was
What?
Kylie. It's Kylie Jenner.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
cool. Like just for his behavior in the pool, for how everything
So he
went,
didn't say anything
for
about
how
the
everything
pool.
went down, for even having the gun in the first place, for coming between two
But
friends,
also,
for chopping
why
that. Because
would
he
he-
chopped Kelsey too, innit?
Exactly. So
He
why
chopped
would
all
he?
of them.
Oh, okay, fair.
He was remorseful.
That man is in jail,
choppings.
and I hope he rots in jail. Can you imagine? He called in voice breaking and whatnot because he was upset.
I think that's unfair. That's not a reason to
No, it
disown
is.
Chris Brown. At
It
some
absolutely
point,
is.
somebody
It
needs to
absolutely
support
is.
Tory.
It absolutely is. And you keep supporting Tory. I'm out for your ass too.
How protect black men?
No,
The thing is,
I'm dead ass.
in my mind, like she should have done like disassociated with herself with Chris Brown time ago.
oh yeah,
But it
absolutely.
was
So this is the
this.
final straw.
What's this?
She was, you know what it is? She was like, "This my man, this your man, and I'm gonna stick beside him." But this was
No,
like,
because he made it seem as if like he's changed and all these things in the media. Oh, da da da. Da. So for me, like, if you're someone who once abused a woman, and then you come and say that you've done the work that you need to do, blah 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 blah. I'm here for grace, but then it doesn't. Sorry, babe, it doesn't speak to grace when it is that you're actively then supporting someone who did shoot a woman.
Okay, but Esther,
What's
let
it
me
about?
just ask you one question.
Of course, go on, babes.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, go
okay, let's say it's me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did something mad to a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did something mad to a guy.
Yeah.
And obviously, I've come to you and I've told you that I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And you're my brethren. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, can you help support me?
Yeah,
And you help support me.
yeah,
Does that make you like,
an accomplice.
yeah, because
Yeah.
ultimately,
Yeah,
you weren't there. I think it'd be different.
Yeah.
I guess for me, if you were there and you
Yeah.
saw as like, you do you know what I mean? Then it's
Yeah.
just like you're enabling and encouraging nonsense, yeah. But where you weren't there, I can give you grace, yeah, for one.
Yeah.
But then also, we don't know whether he was aware that that's actually what happened. Do you get what I mean? So I guess
get
for me,
you.
that's the only reason why I'm like, it still doesn't make me, because ultimately you lot are friends.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
get you.
because you're friends,
yeah,
it's like, if it was my sibling and my sibling did a madness,
Yeah.
I'm gonna support my sibling. I'm not gonna
it
lie
depends
to
what
you.
madness my sibling does. You know,
Obviously, if it's to the extreme, I can't. But like,
because you know, like
I would support my sibling, and
Yeah.
if my sibling told me I didn't do it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe my sibling.
Yeah,
and
but if
support
there's
my
video
sibling.
evidence, if there's a phone call, you hear your sibling calling the next day apologizing for what happened yesterday, and then there's video evidence, there's what the police said, like there's all these things, I wouldn't support my sibling in that. But that's just me personally.
Fair enough.
Like I wouldn't support my sibling. I feel like if it was a thing where it was just hearsay and no one ever knew, then that's fair enough. But there's been so many things that's come out since then that points the finger at the man. So,
I
yeah,
reckon
I can't.
if I'm your brother and
Yeah.
I shoot a black woman, there might be circumstances where you will still support me in public.
I'm not Nicki Minaj. I'm absolutely not doing that,
Hear this.
especially in public.
Hear this.
I might support you in the back,
No, in public you will.
but even then, God wouldn't allow
Hear
that.
this.
Go on,
Hear this.
hear it, hearing.
Basically,
Yeah.
right? She came from her mummy, right?
Okay.
And she was mashing up her mummy. And she came with the
Okay.
gun. I didn't bring the gun. She brought the gun.
Yeah.
Right? And then whilst she was banging up mummy, the gun just drops.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then she goes to dive for it. And I dive for it too.
Yeah.
And we wrestle.
Yeah.
And it just goes off. Bam! I've shot a black woman.
Okay. So Tory shot Meghan in
No,
self-defense.
no, stop.
No, I have to link everything back to Tory.
But you
because
can't link it.
I
I've
have
just
to,
said there's a way
I
I
have
could be your
to-
brother and you can support me.
I have to, because in my mind, you're bringing up this scenario because you can't understand why Tory is a piece of shit to me.
No.
Then why are you bringing up the scenario?
The scenario.
Why? In relevance to what?
Because I'm just saying, because she was talking about her brother and looking to support her
Yes,
brother.
but that was also in relation to the Chris Brown and Tory situation.
I logged out mentally.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Sorry, I just thought you would say, she would say, I would support my brother. And I was like, there's a way you would support me if it is I shot a black woman.
Yeah, but that's, if you're defending yourself and something happens, that's different. That's like someone trying to come in and burgle the house and then you attack them and then I will cancel you for saving us from being harassed or being killed or whatever the case is. That's different to you just sitting down on a Tuesday afternoon and deciding you're going to shoot someone in the foot.
Question though, right? Some people might say, this is some people, not me.
Not
right?
you.
I'm always on the side of protect black women. But some people might say the evidence that the public saw after Chris Brown and Rihanna's incident was worse, right, than the Tory and the Meghan thing.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah, definitely.
And you rode with him.
I didn't ride with Chris Brown when he did that to Rihanna.
So
I rode to him. I rode with. Before that, I supported Chris Brown. When he did that, I was like, "That's absolutely disgusting."
Yeah.
I started supporting Chris Brown like years after that. When he and Rihanna made up, when he did a whole documentary about he went to therapy and did this and and he'd grown from the incident. I didn't support. There's no way in hell that I was ever going to support Chris Brown after, like during that whole ordeal. That's crazy.
So what Tory essentially needs to do. He
doesn't. I never
care
about a leprechaun. I never want to hear him.
If he wins his appeal,
I'm not gonna care.
And more evidence. No, but
unless if more evidence comes out,
the only way
he actually didn't physically hold that gun and shoot her.
That's the only thing that could ever change it. But even then, I still don't have respect for him because he went out of his way to antagonize her every way that he could.
But if you find out that...
I'm not doing that.
If you find out that he didn't... Now, bear in mind, I think he did, right?
I
actually think he did.
I actually don't think he did.
And that's fine. But just the purpose of this particular back and forth. I think he did.
Yeah, because you have nowhere to go today. Go on. I cancel my Pilates because I catch the next one. No. Go on. I need to hear your thing. I ain't reading the damn thing to you. Say your scenario. Go on.
In my mind,
we've got so much time this morning.
In my mind, I do believe that you change your mind based on new information presented to you. I don't think that you're still stubborn after new information is presented to you.
No, but that's the thing that, like, I don't. If I found out that he did not shoot her, of course, then that's crazy that he went to jail, blah, 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 blah.
That's
fair
what
enough.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's fair enough. But my thing is, I'm still not going to like him because of how it is that he went out of a way to antagonize her.
But that's what I was trying to say. If
so
you find out...
I'm still going to have a leftover hate
from
the original time.
100%.
Exactly. That can spill over now into this new reality.
100%. But if you find out that he didn't shoot her, is the antagonizing actually antagonizing?
It is.
How does that make sense?
Antagonizing.
If he didn't shoot her?
Yeah. Still antagonized because then you antagonize someone that was in a situation that got hurt.
But that means that she basically lied on him.
Yeah, and I'm not saying she's right for that. Of course, she's not right for that. But the reality is that you still went everywhere and you antagonized her.
A liar?
So basically, if you antagonize someone who's done something bad, is your act still a bad act regardless of what the other person's done?
To be honest, to answer your question, I could see...
No, don't say you could see. I don't want you to see anything.
I want to
answer my question.
I want to factor in the context.
I want you to answer my question. Don't factor in the question.
Yes, but I want
so it's still a bad thing.
Yes.
So regardless of whatever someone pre-did, if your action is still a bad action, is it a bad action regardless of what the person did?
100% the antagonizing will still be seen as a bad action.
Exactly, so what are you talking about then?
The context needs to be factored in.
Yeah, but even if you bring in the context though, it's still a bad thing. You've still done a bad thing.
Yeah,
but then the reason why you've done the bad thing can then be justified, but you've still done a bad thing.
100%. It could be qualified as bad. 100%. And I see that. But I still feel as though the world would forgive him for quote unquote antagonizing because she lied.
That's fair, but I'm not the world.
Fair.
So...
Fair. Residuals will be residual.
It absolutely will be.
Morning.
Good morning, people. Good morning.
Stevie, say it out loud. No, say it out loud because you're so bad and... Go on. Since you got your degree. Say it, what'd you say? Speak your truth.
No, me and you are... I don't want it.
No.
Me and you are cool.
Hold on, followed you by midday.
Lower? Yeah. How about now?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you touch it?
All right, am I away on the headlines? You got your doc up?
We're the first one.
Oh, amazing.
The intro.
Amazing.
Do you want to support Tory Lanez? Anyway, look at that. No, we're on the headlines.
But I
Oh,
still-
you pressed it already?
I still listen to King
Oh,
Von.
okay, cool.
You see what?
I was listening to King Von.
What happened to King Kong?
Well, he's dead now, but he was shooting people.
Ah,
He
fair.
was killing them.
He was killing them.
I'm just saying.
To be fair, a lot of murders and stuff
no.
are
No, but
supported,
it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be a hypocrite to say, oh, I can't listen to homie because he shot someone. And I'd be listening to everybody, my
You
whole
listen to
playlist.
certain members straight dead all the time.
My whole playlist shot people.
yeah, but if I know that someone's like that though, it changes things for me. I personally can't do it. Because if I don't know, it's like I'm living in ignorance. That's fair enough. But once I know that you're a killer,
And King Von killed a gal.
oh, well, it's no wonder you support Tory.
No, don't.
Fair.
Wow.
I don't know any active shooters that I listen to. Like I don't know any active pedophiles or
Would you
shooters
have-
that I actually
No,
listen to.
don't say paedophile. That's crazy.
It's not crazy though.
No one who listens to active pedophiles.
People still listen to R. Kelly.
People still listen to Robert.
Yeah, but he's not active.
Because access.
Exactly. Because his actors have been cut off.
Because his access has been denied.
He's been denied. Like,
But prior to
but
that,
when he gets out, who knows what he could do?
But
Anyway.
all right, people. First headline: NHS England will be abolished and brought under democratic control in an attempt to cut bureaucracy and duplication. This is what Sir Keir Starmer has announced. The organisation, which oversees the country's health service, will be brought into the Department of Health, and the PM said the move would free up money for frontline services. The government said it is expected around 50% of the jobs at NHS England, which as of December had 14,400 staff, and the Department of Health, which has 3,500 staff, to go. He expects all of those to go, 50% of those to go. In a speech in Hull, Sir Keir Starmer said that for too long, politicians had chosen to hide behind vast arrays of quangos. Organisations funded by taxpayers but not directly controlled by the government. The government said that work would begin immediately to return many of the NHS England's current functions to the Department of Health and Social Care, with the aim of completing the process in 2 years. The significant move gives the government more control and accountability over one of the key pledges to cut NHS waiting times. Next headline, and Baroness Moan and her husband, Doug Barrowman, have accused the COVID inquiry of an establishment cover-up after their second attempt to be given an official role in the inquiry was rejected. The couple claimed that they were the targets of a politically motivated witch hunt after the inquiry's chairwoman, Baroness Hallett, refused their application to be made core participants. PPE MedPro, which you guys know we spoke about quite a few times, which is a firm that was led by her husband, Mr. Barrowman, was awarded government contracts worth more than £200 million after Baroness Moan recommended it to its ministers. If approved, the official status would have allowed the couple to access inquiry documents, make statements, and also apply to ask questions of witnesses. Baroness Hallett first rejected the approach in February, saying it came 468 days after the deadline for applications, and she did not accept that they had a large enough role in the matters to be investigated by the inquiry. And our next headline, Russia is ready for a halt in fighting. This is what Vladimir Putin says, but he says there are nuances. Those nuances that he has laid out ahead of talks with US envoys at the Kremlin are so key to his thinking that they could scupper any hope of a 30-day ceasefire. They are demands that he has had throughout Russia's full-scale invasion, and for Ukraine and its Western partners, many of them are going to prove unacceptable or impossible to fulfill. He said that we agree with the proposals to cease hostilities. This cessation must be such that it would lead to a long-term peace and eliminate the root causes of this crisis. Nobody would disagree with the need for long-term peace, but Putin's idea of the root causes of the war revolve around Ukraine's desire to exist as a sovereign state beyond Russia's orbit. Ukraine wants to be part of NATO and the European Union, so much so that it's enshrined in its constitution. And President Trump has already cast doubt on NATO membership, but Putin has repeatedly dismissed the idea of Ukraine as a state at all. And that underpins many of the nuances that he sketched out. And that's it for the headlines.
All right, let's get into what you're saying to look of the day.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day, I figured there was a lot of madness that's going on social media, I'm not too sure if you spoke about your
We actually didn't, you know.
Oh, you didn't?
No, we actually did not ask.
There are a bunch
their
of
opinion.
maniacs in the comments just talking.
about the car.
No, not even.
Oh, yesterday. I
Was it
mean
yesterday? The waistband.
Yeah,
something.
yeah. We didn't talk about
Oh
it.
no, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was talking about something else. My
What
bad.
was this one?
I'll tell you afterwards.
Alright.
What waistband thing?
Oh my goodness.
Is it even called a waistband?
It's called a waist trainer.
That's
You
it.
know, I went on Madam Joyce's podcast and
yeah.
I basically said that she asked me, what's one of the biggest myths in the fitness industry, yeah? And I was like, that waist trainers burn belly fat. I said, you don't need to use wisdom.
Where did you see that clip?
Where did I see it?
Yeah.
Instagram.
I saw a clip on Instagram because you and Madam Joyce had it.
Yeah.
It was on
But I
her main
haven't
feed?
listened to the full thing though.
Was it on her main feed?
I can't remember, Brent. But I don't know if you're bringing me
Yes,
into
it
some mess.
was. I
but
know where he's going.
No, I was talking to Esther.
Okay, talk to Esther.
I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to be on your side. Because I've got residual pettiness from 5 minutes ago. So Gina, whatever side you're on, I'm on that side.
Anyway,
She
yeah,
didn't do
so...
it. Or she did do it. I
But
don't
the
know.
funny thing was, when we recorded it, I said when we were done, I said I'm gonna get cooked. I said.
For saying waist
no.
trainers,
I was
why
like,
would
I
waist
said
trainer
let the
burn-
games begin because I knew it was gonna ruffle everyone's feathers. And
Why
even
would
before
waist trainers burn?
because
belly
a
fat?
lot of people believe that they do, like generally speaking. And there's
So,
one.
wait.
There was one girl who kept like trying to go toe to toe with me. Yeah. But do you know what
But
I
in
find
fact,
No, but the thing that I find interesting is a lot of people, not even a lot, but like, even like the American person from yesterday, I actually laughed out loud. Like, I literally scrolled through her page and I kept laughing because she called me a bitch, she called me dumb, whatever, yeah.
Oh,
and when
wow.
I went on her page, I was just like, you left your quads and your hamstrings on the surgeon table. You look like a toothpick.
that'll
Like
do
a
it.
No, not a toothpick. You look like a tooth.
That'll do
And
it.
you are coming, and I'm the dumb one. I said, you know
Wisdom
what?
tooth looking ass.
Do waist trainers even at least like shape you, if that makes sense?
So my argument was,
if it's like competitive wearing,
not-
does it give you?
So
The illusion.
apparently, that's what happens, yeah. But I was just like, look, most of you lot, yeah, have fat in that area that you want to get rid of.
Yeah.
Wearing
Trigger
an
word,
item
trigger
there
word.
is not going to. It's
Be
not.
careful how you're talking to people.
Oh, it's not gonna burn the belly fat.
The belly
Do you know
fat
what I
is
mean?
not a trigger
And I
word.
was
No,
just
but you're
like,
saying most of you people wearing it got fat there. They just,
But you
they
do.
They just, and then they just hear you calling them fat.
oh,
And then you wonder why
then
they got their
then
back
you're
up.
not, then you're not listening.
You do.
Who listens?
But that's the problem because
Word.
again,
That's-
everybody in the
Word.
comments. But that's the
Fair.
thing because that's why I
actually
said
fair. Trigger warning.
I said
fair.
a lot of you in the comments are not actually like you didn't listen. You just got triggered because I said that waist trainers don't burn belly fat.
you're
But
upset
you're
you
now
lost
coming
money.
to tell me, oh no, but it helps with my posture. Am I talking about posture?
I'm talking about
oh,
losing
it
belly
helps
fat.
me sweat more. Okay, sweat doesn't equate to
Yeah,
fat
because
loss,
your
though.
because your lungs are tight.
So, what's it called? Because it's so tight, I don't feel like eating because I haven't got an appetite. Okay,
Yes,
but that's not burning your belly fat. Like I don't understand. So I was just like, let's
Because your
use.
insides are literally screaming for help.
I was like, let's just use wisdom and apply wisdom, yeah. Because the notion is you can't spot fat reduce. You can't tell your body where to lose fat from. That's
Literally.
why you lose fat from everywhere. So why is it in this instance that this one area,
This
because
one
you've wrapped
item
cling film around your belly,
is what's
and
gonna
you
do
put
it.
Vaseline underneath, and you're going about your day and water's coming from it, that in your head, yes, you're losing water weight, of course, but water weight can be replaced. Like, I was just like, from a scientific perspective. Anyway, I was very. And obviously, again, when you watch a clip, yeah, a clip is always going to be a clip in it. It's not going to be
Yeah,
the
it's
full
not a full
conversation.
thing.
So you're not going to, you didn't go and watch the full conversation.
Yeah.
You've obviously taken, it's clickbait in it. It's the bit that everyone's going to get their knickers in a twist about. But like, I realize that a lot of people are dumb. And so I'm going to, no, they are. They're actually dumb because like, I tried to explain here to one person and it made me laugh because she was just like, well, if I'm going based on your theory, then the gym, I said to her, yeah, when she was basically saying how she's lost 130 pounds, good for you. And like,
This is the wisdom tooth.
no, she wore a waist trainer and it helped, blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, cool. So did you eat healthy and work out whilst wearing a waist trainer? Yeah. I said, so how do you not
So
know
what
that
are you
that's
talking
not
about
why
then?
you lost the weight?
That
It's
is
not,
why you lost the
This thing
weight.
isn't magic. And I was like, every time you wear these products and you buy them, the sweat belts, the sweatbands, there's always in the T's and C's. Make sure you accompany this with a healthy diet and an exercise plan. I said, so it's showing you that you need to do these things in order for it to work. So how do you not know that this is not the thing that's actually doing it and not this? I said, you know what? You wear your waist
Wear it.
trainer.
You know
don't
what? Wear
work
it.
out and don't eat healthy and let me know what your results
belly's
look
as
like.
big as your
Because
head.
again, I'm not talking about it snatching your waist and giving you the illusion. We're talking about belly fat, which is what I was very specific about. But you don't want to stay arguing with me. Then she's like, oh, but then based on your theory, you're basically saying that if I go to the gym, then I'm not going to lose weight because I'm not eating healthy. And I was just like, this is how I know you're dumb. because essentially going to the gym is going to burn calories. When you burn calories and you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. Wherein, like, so what are we talking
Look how
about
this is hard to
here?
understand.
But you're the expert, right? Because you've lost 130 pounds. Since you got your degree
And
you know every
everything.
fucking thing.
Where
Like,
the waist trainer?
and I was just like, oh my gosh, like,
It is weird though, because if the waist trainers really worked to lose belly fat, then everyone would have flat bellies. Because that's what them damn waist trainers tell you to wear it for flipping 23 hours out of 24 hours. So of course you don't feel like eating because you're about to pass out. You're probably about to meet your maker and your belly be as flat as you want it to be then when you get up there. But it makes people don't listen. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But yeah, wear the waist trainer.
Yeah, innit? Well, as you guys saw, there was a lot of madness, right? That was just one situation.
That was one out.
Exactly. But in the recent couple of weeks, yeah, I've noticed there's been a bit of madness, like I said, chaos, nonsensical conversations. And I thought, you know what, let's try and bring a few of each and kind of talk about a couple. So yeah, the first one is, I didn't want to do this one, obviously. And we ain't going to go into much detail, but it's about Dr. Umar. Now, you know when...
His child that he
yeah.
hasn't claimed.
Oh, man, yeah.
Has he got you?
Allegedly.
Yeah, more than one, man.
Yeah, he's
More than
factually,
one?
but it's one that
Is
says
this factually or you're not?
Yeah, more than one.
Like, are you saying it? Is this a fact?
Well, I like Dr. Umar, innit?
I see how it's hard for you. I can see this hard for you.
But what I'm hearing is... No, but to be fair, I don't think he's ever denied having kids, though. I think that's always
He's
been around.
denying the current one.
Yeah.
I hear plan his seeds and them little talks he goes on.
God damn it.
Crazy.
Well,
never mind.
there's a clip I want you guys to see.
Kind of
Yeah.
sounds like your friend.
Girl. Play the clip. Brent, play the clip now, please.
He's even slow. He ain't even got it. Let's keep moving.
So,
No.
Just play the clip.
Did you hear what he said? Should not
that-
know.
that- oh, yeah, do it.
Yeah, don't
I
worry.
can't believe you didn't get it.
You can't really back up.
That's the
You can't. We can't really back up. Brent, take your time to play the clip.
Hold up.
No, he said.
My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have two daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about?
At ease, Queen. It seems you have a bum scammer of deadbeat father. It's okay. I always knew. When I used to host live daily, people used to come on my lives. Isa, collaborate with Dr. Umar, collaborate with Dr. Umar. I used to give them the same response, which I'm giving right now. Absolutely fuck no. Dr. Umar is a fraud and a colossal piece of shit. And this is owned by a biological daughter talking about it. See, I keep saying this. One of the reasons I think Dr. Umar is the worst pander out there. You have Pastor Poppy Dogs, you have Derek Jackson. Like the black woman is the easiest person to manipulate ever. Multiple videos on this app, TikTok, you see it from black women making fun of black women, how white men use them to build following. See, the thing is, Dr. Umar is a psychologist, he's a sociologist. He went to school for this shit. He knows how to manipulate people. So he had the chance. He knows he had the chance of all the people in the world. He could have gone after white. He could have been like Jane Goodall, whatever her name is. He could have been gone after white people, manipulated them, used them to get back. He could have done that. No. He chose his own people. He chose the people hurt him the most. He raised more than a 250,000 or so to open up a school to the point that everybody has forgotten about schools. Nobody talks about. He is a fucking colossal piece of shit. A 3-time fucking baby daddy with no wife.
1 second. So the gal who was talking in the first place,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be Dr. Umar's you.
That's the door.
One
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
The big change that she's 22.
Yeah.
Or has she got this?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them.
Has she got what? Has she got DNA?
He's,
He's
to my knowledge, he's paying child support.
Yeah.
He has been paying child support.
So it's not a debatable thing. Yeah.
Okay,
So when I first saw it, I was obviously thinking, come on, man. Where's
Yeah, because the other
evidence?
girl was, that's not the current girl that's 15 and saying that's her dad. The other one, I think the other one is darker skin.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, so there's one that's been trending
Okay.
past a week and a half.
No, that's that one. The one
It's
that you
not
showed a
her.
picture of. Remember you showed a picture of her
Oh, is
as
that
a
her?
baby. Yeah, that's her.
My bad lighting.
Yeah, that's the one.
Changing lighting. My
And
bad.
he put a video out
Really?
saying, "Let me get you and your,
your
mum."
mum.
And the mum together.
On-
yeah.
And it was that girl he was
It's
talking
that one,
about.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he was talking like, that's not my child, and you guys are just lying and da-da-da-da.
That's
But he's
what
paying
it
child support.
sounded like, yeah. But when I was listening to it, it's like, no, he's acknowledged that is his daughter, but there's more to why he's not in her life.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
essentially what it
reason.
is.
So he's like, when
Yeah.
you guys hear the conversation, you realize as to why.
Oh,
it
so that's
is.
why he wanted to sit down with her and her mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically tell the daughter the truth about why he's not in the life.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And what's the truth then?
Well, they haven't sat down with him and stuff, innit? But the thing is,
Ain't no damn truth about he don't want to take care of the child.
I didn't like how he responded to her though, because calling her like a struggle streamer, trying to
Because that's
He
what I
called
was
her
so
a struggle streamer and said that
Yeah.
she was trying to revamp her life,
yeah, I
like
didn't
her career.
that, yeah, that
Because
was,
that's why I was so sure that wasn't his kid.
Do you know what I
He was
find-
talking to her that way.
But do you know what I find so interesting? Yeah,
Your daddy's
forget
a
even the
loser.
fact that he's talking. That you're a grown ass adult. Like,
You actually act
why are
better.
you streaming? Why are you like stooping to that level? I just think.
Nah, talking to her like that, and
Yeah.
that's actually your child. I was so convinced because of the videos he put out that was not his offspring. Because I thought he was saying to her like, your mom's been lying to you. Let's get on camera so I can tell you the truth that I'm not your daddy.
Have you got the response?
What is it?
what Dr. Umar said?
You know,
Jesus,
this
you
is
haven't said
Emmanuel,
anything.
right? You know,
Oh, do you think you're
he's
Brent?
Emmanuel.
No, Brent is off
What?
camera. Emmanuel's the man you see on camera.
Jesus, crazy.
From what that could be to everybody saying that they couldn't hear the video because of the echo.
It says Brent is clearly on Dr. Umar.
can't hear
Oh, that's trying to sabotage.
It's trying to
Sabotage.
Oh,
That's
fair.
what I could.
Oh, I thought they
Fair,
didn't know
fair,
the
fair,
difference
fair.
between Emmanuel and Brent. All this time.
Because I don't know what that sounded like, but there's people saying, could you play it again without the echo? So some people probably never even got none of the context of the video.
Okay,
Why was it echoing though?
Fair.
weird.
If it's echoing, then I have to select something over here. I recently updated quite a few programs. So
Okay.
yeah, I haven't worked at the kinks yet. Anywho, go on, Emmanuel.
Yeah, basically, this is just some of the madness that was out there, man. And because of this now, people are now questioning this whole thing about the school, as you saw in that video.
But what
So
am I
I
gonna
was
do at
saying,
school
they
then?
you ain't got the response.
Or Dr.
His
Uma's
response.
response.
Yeah.
I haven't got a video because every video I've seen of his is on YouTube, plus somebody stitched
clip-
their
yeah.
thing with some.
And sometimes like
Okay.
clips, it's not
Yeah.
the full thing. Has he deleted it from his profile though?
I think
It's
so.
probably gonna be him repeating the thing 5 times, man. I haven't got time for that.
Why is he talking like that? Is it to drive the
It's to
message
drive.
home?
It's a psychology
so,
thing.
yeah.
It's to basically drive the message home. That so if it's repeated to you 3 times, you're more likely to retain information. But jokes on him. You don't know. Stop listening after the first. I don't care what you're talking about.
But essentially, it's like what we were saying. Like he's not
see.
not claiming her. He's just saying he has paid his child support. I saw him saying he's got all the files there, like he's been there, sort of thing, innit? But he just obviously isn't in her life, innit? And yeah,
Oh, he goes by a Nigerian name.
yeah. If I turn there,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Oh, I'm just quiet.
I think he's initiated into Ifa. That's why. But yeah, but basically that's basically some of the stuff in it. And because of it, like I'm saying, people are now questioning the whole school thing.
But what's about the school though?
That we will never get it.
No, but he said he's building it though.
Yeah, we've seen the
didn't have
building.
Polish builders some. The
what?
white builders, sorry.
Yeah, but you remember, but that was like what 2-3 years ago, you know, when they were
Really?
doing the HVAC thing.
I thought that was last year.
Nah, man.
And he was on Breakfast Club and he said he's built
Yeah,
it.
it's longer than that, you know.
Yeah, but do you know what? So what's holding it up then?
This is what people are saying.
But are people donating though? Because it's like when you guys were doing the whole Natalie Beefy. Anyway, she told you guys, by the way, sorry. She said come and take a £13 bag. But
That's part of the madness.
Wait, there's a lot happening this week. Actually, you're right.
it's a lot. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
This week has been too
Yeah.
much. So, but with the school though, has it said what's holding it up though? Because if it's about getting the right licenses and all that kind of stuff, and the right, in my mind,
yeah.
So like, isn't it those things?
As far as I'm aware, I've not seen a recent update. But
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, over the years, and I support Dr. Umar, right? But over the years, I've seen him pretty much, I'm paraphrasing here, say, once we get this done, we are ready. You know what I'm saying? I've
As
seen
in
that
get the school done?
As in get this particular thing, like the HVAC system.
Okay.
Or let's get the electricity
Okay, so
done.
so the thing that will make us ready keeps changing.
Exactly.
No, but
But maybe he's on.
Is it fair to question the school because he's cussing out his daughter online? They're not even related.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
No, but people...
How?
You don't like his mum. You don't like the daughter's mum, but that's still his child. That's his.
One-
That's his seed.
Yeah, so obviously it's his child,
Yeah.
and he's allowed to, whether you agree with it or
Cuss
not.
her.
Yeah, whether you agree with it or not, he's allowed to cuss her out online.
Mm.
But because he's done that, you have now linked this to this
Yeah, I don't
school
know
being
about-
bullshit.
Do you know why? It's because people are saying he's a fraud because of his message of black families and stuff.
No, to be fair, there is that because when this man sat there when Offset was cheating on Cardi all over the place and had the time to address Cardi B and Offset, repeating it 5 times, only to know that you're not even addressing the elephant in with the mess in your own back garden. That's very cheeky behavior.
Obviously, we don't know the mechanics of
No,
the
it's
family stuff.
cheeky.
We don't know yet.
Because sorry, every time there's a black couple that comes online that's having some kind of dispute, he makes a point to let them know they need to get back together.
Yeah.
So why couldn't he get back together with the child's mother or the other kids' mothers?
To be fair to him, he has said that, you know what, when he thinks back, he does wish that he did settle down with one of the
One of his
women and stuff.
concubines.
Yeah.
How many kids
But
does he have?
He's giving
I'm
Solomon.
not too sure. I think maybe it could be 2 or 3. I'm not too sure. But I think he's always said, like I said
And he cussed
earlier,
that guy
he's
out
had 2.
on that podcast.
Which one? Joe Biden podcast.
No, what guy was it that was talking about having kids around? Or maybe that wasn't him actually. Maybe that wasn't him. What's the other
Nick
guy
Cannon.
that's on Nick Cannon's vibe?
And he's a
Mark
is he an
United,
NFL
the
player?
NFL player.
Or
Yeah.
ex-NFL player.
Something like that.
The guy with the hair.
The hair.
Newton,
That's it,
yeah.
that's
Did Dr. Umar ever talk about him? I can't remember.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
Well, that's a
Is
shame.
his name Cam?
Cam
Newton.
Newton, yeah, that's it.
But yeah, that's basically. I just wanted to bring that to the people, man. Because I felt like, you know, we're a black platform, and it would be, you know. But still,
I hope
still
he gets in his children's lives though.
yeah, man. Because he's a great guy, man. And I just feel like as much as he has so much to offer the community, he obviously has so much to offer his children. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping that when he does come out and explain it, that he will kind of, you know what I mean, like shed light on what the situation is. But yeah, man. Hopefully, again, the most important thing is that there's some cohesion there, man. It doesn't, you know, break away certain things. But I don't think, as much as obviously this whole particular episode here seems quite negative, it doesn't take away from his overall message of black unity and Pan-Africanism. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
just gone. He's not walking a walk, but it's still an important message.
Yeah.
It's
He's
just a shame
trying.
that as
He's
leader of
trying.
the message, he should actually follow that.
Yeah, but we just don't know what led to him not being with them. You know what I'm saying? And plus, sometimes just things happen. You're just not with the woman. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't know what went into it.
And if
Unless
he's paying
people
child
active-
support,
Yeah, exactly.
He's
yeah,
not
fair.
evading his
But I
responsibilities.
think unless
or
people
anything.
are actively contributing to school, I don't think people should just yet write off the school though.
Yeah. The only reason why I mention it is because a lot of people who, the naysayers and detractors from years back, are now coming back saying,
So
I've
he
been
told
telling
you."
you. I've been
Yeah, but
telling you.
This is what I said the other day about the Natalie situation.
Yeah.
If you don't contribute to something, your voice can't be that loud when you've been a hater from day one. Do you get what I mean? It's different if you thought, okay, let's see what they do, and then day 5 they're not doing anything, or you feel like they're taking advantage of people, blah, blah, and you speak up about that. That's fair. But if you were a hater from the beginning, you can't now say this is justifying the hateration you had in your heart from. So you're just a hater.
Yeah. And to be fair, I remember seeing a short interview of one guy, because obviously I think it's important to send a message to Dr. Umar, that many people still support him. Many people still support his overall vision, because we do need a school. We
the
do
message,
need somebody who has with such a decorated CV and PhDs and whatnot like him to lead certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because the black community will definitely benefit. And I remember one guy saying that he reached out to Dr. Umar one time when he was having issues with his child, and Dr. Umar got back to him, gave him advice, changed everything.
Oh, see,
for
that's
him.
where I draw the line.
What do you mean?
I've always said, like, even like I say the same like with like pastors and stuff. You can't be someone who's actively knowing your child's life and be giving other people
No, but as a
advice
school
on how to-
psychologist, it was purely as in terms of how to deal
a
with the school.
therapist.
Yeah, and how to
Fair
deal with the
enough.
school. Because
You
know-
can't teach anyone how to be a great dad. You're not one.
put that one to the side.
It's hard to, but I'll put it to the side.
But in terms of being a school psychologist, right?
Fair. He's got that degree.
This man was like, no, he really helped me. And now
Fair.
my child is blossoming, and I really want to help him, because I'm a businessman. That's what you were saying. And I really want to help Dr. Umar. I even sent somebody down to help him. And it just seems as though, from his perspective, that Dr. Umar may be overwhelmed with how much he has to do.
But then,
You know what I mean? And that's why it may be taking so long. But he still believes in him. You know what I mean?
from a child psychologist's point of view, though, couldn't he see then that his daughter is hurting and just wants her father in her life?
Yeah.
Whatever way she went about it, not saying it's right or wrong, anything like that, but from that same degree he can put to use for other people's children or other people's lives or whatever, couldn't he put that in place? Yes, you're in the... and this is the issue, is that people feel like because you've broken up with the mother now, you're breaking up with the children as well. That's not how it works. So I get that he and the wife might have issues, he and the woman might have issues, blah, blah, blah. I understand that, but clearly the child is now of an age where she wants to have a relationship with him outside of his mother. And what he really could have done was mention the private and say, I would like to speak to you, blah, 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 blah. And like, so it doesn't escalate that way. You then go in a clapback session with your child. It kind of degrades you a bit as well as a child psychologist.
I didn't like that part, yeah. That's the only thing.
That's quite horrible.
Yeah.
Brent, what video is that?
It says here he's given a status update with the
A school. Okay.
FDMG Academy. Let me see if there's still an echo if I play this.
right there. You know, so my
That's why there's an echo. All system audio is on.
always comes up.
What is the status of the school?
Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. What is the status? That's a good question, and it's tough because family is the source of everybody's trauma. That's what you call a traitor. The hip hop community has betrayed Black America. You're looking for a way not to have to engage the negative elements because you ain't got the courage to step to them and shut that down. And that's what's happening in hip hop.
You want stuff in that corner because then you said, big. I want
Holding the entire culture accountable for letting it go on.
music and you were inspired at some point, no?
I'm leaving. Paint.
This is updated.
We got some floors to cover up. Once we cover up the floors, for 5 of those 15, I want to give it a fresh look. So I want fresh doors. We got another paint job, another layer of paint. We've had it for 5 of those 15. They're secure. Garvey, what is the status of the school? Well, tomorrow morning I got to meet with a door contractor. I want to get some new doors. The doors we got are good. You know, they're secure, but they're old. And since the school is 15 years old, physically the school is 15 years old. We've had it for 5 of those 15. I want to give it a fresh look. So I want fresh doors. We got another paint job, another layer of paint. We got some floors to cover up. Once we cover up the floors, put that other layer of paint, it's time for inspection. We're at the finish line. So I hope to be applying for the inspection before summer ends. And somebody say, why not next week? Something always comes up. Every time you're at the finish line, something always comes. Some little fix this, you know. But we right there, you know. So my thing is, let's get the building permitted before the end of the summer so we can have a grand opening probably for Kwanzaa. But we're gonna start educating the children next summer though, because we need time to get ready. We can't do it that fast. Sure. But we right there, we dancing around the finish line, and you know, people always ask me, so what's going to be the date? I can't give a date. I've had like 6 dates and I violate every date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because one thing this has taught me: when you institution building, don't give out no dates till the institution done. The biggest mistake.
I made a mistake. I said beginning of March you have the announcement. Then it happened. Now I'm leaving early every day. God damn it. I hear you.
Fair.
So you say you hear where Umar's coming from?
You definitely
Yeah, just at that point.
Just that point. Not the door.
I thought I could predict. Nah, wait till you're completely done and then give out a date. But we right there at the finish line. Floors, walls, and doors, and we done.
Before you move on from the school, quickly, what's going to be your role? Because I know that you're all over the world. You're speaking to many people.
Listen, the more subscribers we have, the better the guests get.
Yeah, is he the owner? Is he just the owner of the school? Or is he the head teacher?
Let's see.
Managing director.
Remember, we're gonna be tuition based.
Builder.
You know, and so when people
it's
send
like a
their
cult.
children to the Frederick Douglass,
Yeah.
you know, and
It's
so
a cult.
No, for now, he's gonna hire people. Hopefully.
To be honest, some people might be fine with it being a cult.
Kanye had a cult.
He had a whole thing.
What people that were going to Sunday church service?
Some
He ain't got
people
no
post Saturday schools cults.
previous experience as a head teacher. Why don't he go and hire?
I think he has, you know. I think he has.
Trump had
Because remember, he
experience
worked a lot in
being
schools.
president.
That's different.
That's a cult. There's a lot of cults around actually when you think about it.
I mean, head teacher.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor.
100% he could be a head
California.
teacher.
That's different, man.
100% he could be a head teacher. 100%.
Who, Dr. Umar?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
Easy.
It just doesn't do much. It's supposed to make sure everything's running properly.
Okay.
Just
fine.
managing resources and that.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. That if the school has been there for 15 years or whatever, and obviously it's taking time to do certain things, the closer you get, you are going to have to revamp certain things. You're going to have to upgrade certain systems and all that kind of stuff. I think it's tricky. I think projects like that are not easy,
15
man.
years ain't that long.
But if he had no money though, in between that, because I feel like that's also why he's doing all the tours. I can imagine he spent a lot more of his personal money into this project than maybe donations that he's gotten. So if you're having to keep doing that and then go out and work so you can save enough to pour back into the school, building a school is not an easy thing. He has no funding. He has no government funding. That's hard.
Yeah, man. I really wish he
Child
gets it done,
support
man.
payments and trying to build a school. I know he's kicking his ass.
But yeah, man. Hopefully he gets it done, man. And obviously all the detractors and naysayers, we'll see what they say then.
Who's next?
Yes. Then the next one next to it. There's some white madness going on.
Gosh.
This one, I think, yeah, you guys all relate to it, to be fair, but more so Brent and Marks, because it's football related. Listen to what he says, the terminology.
There, as much as all the Africanos have had a proper character for saying what he said, there's no better defender come from Africa than Jamie Carragher. Africa have never produced a better defender than Jamie Carragher.
Well, they are, but they are going to play for France.
Well, name me a better African defender. Can anybody name me a better African defender?
Marcel Desailly.
Ever. He's French.
Kolo Touré.
Kolo Touré went better than Jamie Carragher. Joking, aren't you? So again,
It's
Like,
no, it's a shout. It is a shout.
Can you name me a better defender?
Well,
an African defender.
if there
than
was,
Jamie
we would
Carragher?
have said then, and I can't.
They might say Koulibaly, the lad who came over with
No,
a big
he's not.
reputation
He's
from
not.
Napoli.
He's a big
He
yard
shit
dog.
the bed, and then he got off to Saudi.
Kolo Touré for Arsenal was good.
Kolo Touré's not better than Jamie Carragher. If I said to you can have one in your team, bear in mind, Carragher played at
No,
right
but
back.
I'd have
Carragher.
Carragher over Touré, yeah. I would.
Again, we're going through here, this great continent that's produced phenomenal talent and deserves to be taken serious as a major tournament. Well, you can't name me one defender. Can anybody out there, as much as all the Africanos have had a pop of Carragher for saying what he said?
Right now, no? Or is he one of them, is the colonisation got him as well? Diamante is better than Carragher. Right now, he's playing at Porto. Is he African?
I don't know about him. You guys missed what he called Africans.
What did he call? Yeah,
He said
No, but
Africanos.
he's a non-racist.
What did he say?
I think his brother was smashed somebody's head in with the axe or something.
Yeah.
Ain't he in prison for that now?
Yeah.
Africanos.
Africanos.
He said Africanos, yeah.
Brent, play that part, please. You don't need to.
No, because I missed
hear
it. It happened so quickly. And I was like,
You basically really quick though.
This is not surprising, though. From Drew Barton, man.
Yeah, I know, 100%.
Why? Is he a racist?
There's
Yeah,
no
he is.
better defender come from Africa.
Let me just.
Anybody out there, as much as all the Africanos have had a pop of Carragher for saying what he
I
said?
feel like so comfortable, confident as well.
Africano.
Insane.
This time Africans is
Joey
it?
Barton can't surprise you if you know Joey Barton, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking idiot.
Africanos, though.
Boy.
Okay.
So why are they arguing about AFCON?
We were chatting shit about AFCON being
And he
a
said
major tournament.
it's not serious.
It's not a major
Basically,
tournament. It's not a
yeah.
serious tournament. I mean, I don't want to weigh in on that.
I've
I
had
think it's a major tournament, but at the same time, like, no one don't care about AFCON.
I was gonna say I've had black players, as in black football fans, say that. Can we just get this ever done with?
I think no one could tell you the last. You couldn't tell me the last. Not no one could. I'm probably sure someone could, but it'd be hard to tell me like
Last winners.
the last 5 winners of AFCON. You know what I'm trying to say?
I was gonna make them up back. I'm bothered.
Same as CONCACAF, though.
Sorry. Yeah, no one care about that either.
No, but
It's the same
Said
as
no.
CONCACAF. But I don't think
What's
that.
CONCACAF?
There's, but you know what the World
Caribbean
Cup, right?
nations and that.
Yeah, World Cup. But
Yeah.
I've never had CONCACAF.
It's just different regions.
What is it, CONCACAF?
Yeah.
CONCACAF, as in conquer the emperors,
Yeah, it's pronounced like that.
Don't listen to him, he's setting you up.
as he does.
No, okay.
Nailed it.
But every single player that plays for their team in a tournament will leave their club in order to go and represent their country. Do you understand? And I think that's the most important thing. Regardless of whether the world looks to push money behind it and push up there with the type of competitions.
But you leave
that
temporary, right?
Yeah. But they will risk getting injured to go and play for their team. And that's the only thing that matters in my mind. Yeah, because even awards flipping academies and whatnot, it's one thing collecting an award, but it's the next thing you realizing that it's a game. It's already rigged. So when it is that you place the value more on your fans and the people, that's when it is you've won. In my head, anyway. Anywho.
Yes. But if we go to the first one, politics. Basically, yeah. Esther, did you speak about the Natalie B thing? Basically.
Today?
Yeah.
No, not today, no.
All right. With her basically saying people can get their money back and stuff.
If I'm nallied out. No. So
Alright,
I just
cool.
mentioned it when I mentioned the
Yeah.
£13.
All right. So obviously you guys have got the backstory, yeah?
She was an LBC. They talked about her on LBC.
No. I'm just putting this in. This is no attack on nobody. It's just having a conversation.
What's the
It's
caption?
a
Is she part of the
brief
Green
one.
Party?
Huh? Yeah, oh, yes, she is.
Is this why you wanted to?
She's part of the Green Party.
Yeah, you went to
Who
show
is?
Ramsey yesterday. Watch what
Yeah,
he's
the
gonna
lady,
show
the
you.
lady. In
This
the clip.
Natalie or this lady?
No, the lady in the clip.
So what does the text in black say? I can't read that.
No,
Does
it's
living as a woman make you a woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
How does what?
Does
Does living
Living
as a woman.
make you a
Oh.
woman?
So basically, I just kind of relating it to the whole thing with Natalie, yeah. Because
Okay, yeah.
she basically said it in her recent tweets or whatever. From 2021, when I publicly spoke about being trans inclusive until March 9th, 2025, there have been 89 donations in total from the public, with donations averaging £13, right? The total donation amount from the public outside of family and friends was 1,190.
She all did all of that and for what?
Outside of family and friends, from the entire public, all these people that's talking, £1,190. The truth is, I contributed £50,000 of my own money to make the girl spot a reality, and donations didn't come from one singular community. I recognize that some donors feel differently, given the recent updates about how TGS, the girl spot, will be operating, and I want to respect that choice. If you have donated to the girl spot's GoFundMe page and would like a refund, please email support@thegirlspot.co.uk with a screenshot of the GoFundMe confirmation email, which will include your name, donation date, and donation amount. So for those people who want to...
This is for the one that's got the gal on Jim?
Yeah.
Yes. Because you know a lot of people's coming out against her saying she took the money of people who are pro-trans and all that sort of stuff. She's saying you can take your piece back because she wants a free, you know what I'm saying? She don't want no headache.
Take your money back then. Like, you're
You know what I'm saying?
Because I think that it's so interesting the way the narrative quickly spun to... Because I remember when she did announce that she's using it a lot, she's had to put 50,000 or something like that into it. And she announced this ages ago. So it's funny when all of this has happened, people are then saying, oh my gosh, you intentionally lied to get trans people's, trans women's money. Yeah. And then now you're going back on it. And I remember people would be like, no, like that's not what but obviously they get drowned out. So I'm glad that she said it herself. And truly, to be fair though, if you did donate for that, you absolutely do deserve a refund. Yeah. Because...
But a lot of women blur the lines and stuff, innit? And obviously they're heavy supporters of trans rights and using people's pronouns. And so when a man come and tell you that he's a gal, you will come and say, don't call him that, it's a her, she's a woman, she's this, she's that, and you support it heavily. Then all of a sudden there's a woman on your gym, you want to support the woman that's saying that the trans can't come in there. It's like, and he's not going to pick a side. I thought it was a gal. Interestingly
enough, actually, she's been getting cooked by... I think I just agreeing with what you said, actually, by a lot of women.
Cishet women.
Yeah.
Who?
Cishet. Every time we say cishet,
don't use them stupid words around.
It always reminds me of, what's it called?
I hate people trying to make these words that got made up last week and you're trying to throw them into the society. My vocabulary out there, a real thing.
To be honest, you should be making pen game inclusive.
For me? Pen game inclusive. Anyone can come pen game.
Anyone.
Well.
That'll do it,
sister.
Well,
why are you wheezing over there? You're so wicked. You're so wicked.
Stand on what you stand on, bro. Gosh. What do you think about that though, Natalie's initiative? What are your thoughts? You wouldn't hear when it all popped off in it, but I'm sure you would.
So what's his thoughts? Did you just hear his thoughts?
No, because I don't know Natalie's thoughts beforehand, prior to that.
So basically, she tweeted in 2021.
So she was pro.
So she tweeted in 2021 saying that, by the way, my gym will be trans exclusive. But do you know what? It's not even that. It's that she said, if you think they're not going to be allowed in here, you and your transphobia can go and find a gym elsewhere.
Is that what she said?
That's what she said. She went in like accelerator. And then so the other day she's come out to basically say that after doing research and essentially just the logistics of the place, blah, 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 due to the reason why it is that she wanted to start the gym, she's changed, a lot of things have changed about the plans of the gym. And one of the changes is now that the gym is only for biological women.
I think it's because it will open up too much litigation and too much things for like discrimination and stuff. Because she probably wouldn't have no problem with female passing trans women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But then once you say trans, you open up to all. So they're going to be man.
No, it would just be trans women.
No, but there'll be man who look like Fred Flintstone.
No, I'm going. Don't put the camera on me.
No, but
why Fred Flintstone?
Sorry, no, sorry, but you get the point.
How could you say don't put it? Are you talking?
No,
you're so bad when I get involved.
No,
you want to go here so bad.
No, but you get what I mean. So because it opens it up to everybody, she's saying, you know what? Rather than cause any issues and problems, I've just got to.
Do you know what? Actually, to be fair, that's an angle I didn't think about.
It's a sliding scale.
Because you know how people are saying how
that's what it is.
So basically, people are saying to her now, because you've said only biological women, that means trans men can then come in there because technically they're biological women.
Yeah. Yes.
But actually, so if the gym was for, I'm not saying, I'm just throwing this out there. If it is a thing where the gym is for biological women and trans women, then the trans men
can also
then enter.
But that's what Stacey was telling you.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't want to listen to that at the time. Because you wanted to bring that up so bad. Now we're here.
With this life on this job.
I didn't want to hear. Do you know what I'm saying? I was gonna lie. Then I thought, girl,
No, you know what, Esther? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I'm not lying.
So am I. I am. So what was your initial thoughts?
So basically, I said I felt like it was a thing of not right now. Because I feel like personally, it's more harmful for her to wait. The reason why I started the gym is for safe spaces for women who have been harassed, sexually assaulted, all that stuff by in gym spaces or wherever the case might be, and they want a safe space for them, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I understand that. And of course, with trans women as well, they also face harassment, they face SA, they face all these things as well. And I felt like at the time she made that, I could like. The way I thought about it was saying like, I want this in my gym, I want this in my gym, I want this, I want all these things in my gym. But then when you start looking to, when it comes down to it, now the money's here and you're having to make these plans and you're actually now living in building it up, you might not be able to do the things that you thought you could do. Yeah. And the way I saw it was a thing of, I saw it more from a safety perspective where you want to create this safe space, blah, 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 but then you may not have the capacity to actually provide trans women with the safety that they require. Yeah. I'm not saying, do you know what I mean? This is what I just basically thought. And also because she was saying not now. Like I don't have that, I can't do it right now. So I just felt like it was a thing of capacity right now. And what she said was, she spoke to trans women, she spoke to women in the Muslim community, she spoke to legal, she did her research. I didn't think it was a thing that was malicious. The key thing for me was because it's not coming from a malicious place. It still isn't. But because it's not a malicious thing, I am then for giving her grace to let her do what it is that she wants to do. If it was a thing where she's actively transphobic, but you can't. It's
what Brent said. It's that sliding scale.
Do you know what?
If it was just all women or all even men, trans women that literally that if they never told you they was trans, you wouldn't even know. Yeah, she wouldn't have no problem with them in the gym. Yeah. But once you say trans women, it's all of them. That means I could put the wig on and tell you I'm trans now and I'm a woman and you can't tell me nothing. I'm allowed in the gym. And that's not what... for the optics, that don't work for her.
I think, I agree with Esther, I think the outrage is more from the backtracking, which I can understand. But at the same time, I do feel like you're allowed to change your mind. Yeah. Just as humans, we change our minds all the time. Exactly. So... I think she's rectified it by saying, I've changed my mind. If you donated and you want your money back, here's your money back. She's done the right thing. Yeah. What I respect is her standing on business and not folding, because the way this girl has been dragged this week, I think it's horrible. And the fact that she's still standing on business, I commend it. 100%. Because for me, it shows that it was a very well thought out. She didn't just wake up one day because there's no way she didn't know that it was gonna be this bad, because it was always gonna be this bad just based on the topic and how sensitive it was. I'm not surprised at the backlash, to be honest with you, because I know what we're dealing with. So for you to make that decision, knowing what you're up against, it means that there's you're standing. What you believe is what you believe. There's a reason why you're doing it, and you know that it's for the greater good of whatever it is that you're doing.
Do you think there's a need for a women's only gym?
Yeah, I do. There is. Yeah, because not everyone is like me. I don't need it, but I know women that do. I'm confident in a male environment. Yeah. I'm confident in the gym space. I don't, you know what I mean? That's
it's not a need that you have.
It's not a need that I have, but I fully understand why women want women-only spaces, because there are a lot of women who are quite insecure when it comes to being in a gym environment. Let's not even talk from a harassment perspective. Yeah?
But even people religious.
Just religious. I've been to in Upton Park, I used to go to one gym there, and they had a women's only room for women because of religion and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think there's definitely a need, and if there wasn't a need, my girl wouldn't have that many sign-ups to her gym. And I think
she's
even got over 50k people interested in signing up to that gym.
And even with her recent, the most recent thing of her saying she was happy to refund people who don't want to, blah, blah, blah. I respect her for that, because it showed me that she's not a liar. Because when she came out the first time and said that this is why it's going to be a biological woman gym, blah, 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 she claimed that she had spoken to legal about it. She'd done her research. She's spoken to the different communities that she needs to speak to. And then she got cooked the way she got cooked. If it was a thing where she hadn't done those things that she said, and again, like Gina said, it's not a well thought out reasoning, it was easier for her to say, okay, to basically give in and say, apologies, my bad, I'll do da. But her standing on that, and it's not even from an arrogant, or prideful thing of I'm standing on business. Not even that. But her saying like, what I've said is important, and I have really done. I know why I'm saying what I'm saying, kind of thing, and I'm happy to give anyone that back their money if it is that they feel like they've been misled or whatever the case is. I'm here for it. I'm not here for her being cooked, and I'm definitely not here for her being labelled or anybody that speaks. And this is why I didn't want to hear the other thing that Stacey's points the other day, because there was a lot of transphobic thrown about the place, and I'm not here for conversations like that. I can't have conversations like that where you're very happy to just be throwing labels at people unprovoked. She doesn't wish for the harm of trans women or trans men. She's acknowledged that they also face harassment and they also deal with things, and they deserve a safe space as well. And then you label her transphobic because she's changed her mind on having a gym that welcomes them. But I'm not here for it.
Do you know what's so interesting though? Yeah, because it's like, you know, when everyone's like, oh, but you can create a space for yourself. It's like, you can. Like if you want it that badly, and you felt like there was a need for it, you'd do it. The same way she's identified that there's an issue and she's done it. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's interesting because no one, again, like there's religious, like I said, I've gone to gyms where because of they've got a big Muslim community that come there, they have like a women's only room or section or whatever, or there's women only gyms in like, I guess, in areas where there's a big Muslim community. Yeah. No one's complaining about that.
Yeah, I ain't spoke to someone. I don't know nothing, but I know for a fact that I'm right. I know for a fact I'm right, and I don't think she's transphobic. And I think initially when she said it, I think she was genuine about it.
I think she was.
I think she was actually genuine about it. And then obviously things are coming into fruition. She's thinking it, and you're working it out, and you're going through the motions, and then realistically you're figuring this out, and then it's like, okay, cool. Once you say that and you allow that, it's not a woman's only space. There's going to be man in that gym.
Do you know what I was saying as well the other day? I was saying how like
you know what I'm saying?
For what
sliding skill.
Yeah, that's why. That's what it is.
For what she's saying, she's creating the gym for. She's creating the gym for a safe place. I think it would have been the worst thing for her to. Essentially, obviously, you do research or whatever the case is, but for her to believe that she's created a safe space for trans women, and then they get in there and maybe they're harassed or bullied or whatever the case is by biological women, that cooking would have been worse. 100%. Because you said you're creating a safe space, but here we are now, and these group of people don't feel safe. That would have been a worse thing. That's why she's reiterated that it's a thing for now. And also, why do we look, when one person decides to do a good thing, why do we look at that person to be the one to solve all the issues relating to that matter? It makes no sense. And we say this when it comes to black people who, you know, that one person said, I want to organize this thing, I want to organize, and everyone's looking to them like, okay, leader, what do we need? Why must it always be, okay, you're the leader, and now that onus of solving all the world problems or all the gender problems, all the female problems must be placed on you? Yeah. It makes no sense. Anyway, love and lights this is, man.
Exactly.
It's been horrible for her this week.
But bigger up, 100%, man. And I just wanted, the reason why I wanted to show this clip is because obviously people act as though this is something that's been around for, I don't know, centuries now, and everyone's understanding it should be on the same level. The reality is you've got people who support trans rights, and rightfully so, right? But when asked to define certain things, they themselves can't even articulate the situation. How much more those of us who are not professionals or meant to be proficient in this sort of language? So, Brent, if you don't mind, can you play that clip, please? Of the Green Party, I believe she's the vice deputy leader of the Green Party, who fully supports trans stuff.
Doesn't make you a woman.
I trust people to be an expert in their own gender. If someone has been living as a woman for 15 years...
What does that mean, living as a woman?
Well, it means what I said.
Well, what does it mean? What does it mean to live as a woman?
I don't really know how I can answer the question again. If a trans woman has
wear
been...
dresses, you read certain books, you like something, what does it mean? I mean, not every woman lives wearing a dress. Not every woman wears makeup.
No, indeed, and that's a much larger question about kind of gender discourse and feminism more widely. But my point is that if someone is a woman, has lived as a woman for many years, needs support because they've experienced misogynistic abuse, I want them to be able to access that support. It's as simple as that.
Living as a woman doesn't make you a woman.
That's basically it. So as you can see...
What did you say last?
Living as a woman doesn't make you as a woman. and she was saying people who are living as women should, whatever. But what does it mean? She doesn't even know what it means. You know what I'm saying?
The reality is that as a woman anyway, everyone's got, like, people have different needs. The way a black woman lives, a white woman can never tell me that she relates to me, my experience as a woman, as a black woman. Do you get what I mean? And in the same way, as a biological woman, a trans woman cannot tell me that she relates to my experience as a woman. And in the same way, I cannot relate to what trans women deal with as women. Do you get what I mean? So, I don't know, man.
Why is that? Why is it happen? Why is that question so hard for people to answer? Like when they, like for the other guys got that show.
Because you're transphobic.
No, the question is what is a woman?
That's what I'm saying.
No, but that's the thing, though. Perhaps if you answer that, then you will quickly fall in line of being transphobic.
But some people don't even have the answers, though. Like if you ask them, what is a woman, and then they start.
Because my thing is, what was it? Anyway.
No, they don't have the answers.
Because when Caitlyn Jenner became a trans woman, right? Everyone's like, hey, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
When Caitlyn won the award for Woman of the Year, Women's Sportswoman of the Year or something like that, even though I don't think Caitlyn did no sports when she was a woman. But anyway, I don't know the criteria of the
Woman
award.
of the Year she won.
Woman of the Year.
Yeah.
When she won that, the uproar. All of a sudden now people are saying, oh, it's not just, and I say people, I mean women.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about, just wearing a lipstick and a dress and a nice wig doesn't make you a woman. So,
But yeah.
Sometimes y'all don't really know what side you're on.
The last clip I want to show you guys quickly, just to, might as well, get some healing and go into the church.
But yeah.
You know what I mean? Brent, if you don't mind playing Pastor One.
Not the church.
You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, the church, promotes honesty being a policy.
About to show something wild.
What does that caption say, please?
Well,
I guess this pastor said what he said, and let's...
And he's sticking to it.
Oh, yeah.
Can you be too honest in church?
Yes.
Okay. If it's God's word.
Thank you. Actually, that's the perfect answer. I know if it's God's word, but a lot of it is not God's word. So yes, you can be too honest.
Let's see.
It is a contract until death do you part. It is sacrifice. It is work. It is difficult. You don't go blind because you married. I see titties and booties every day.
I mean,
Brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? I need the men to stand up and say amen if you ain't said nothing all service. Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? I'm gonna come to the sisters, but we are visual. We are visual. So, you gotta, it is a contract until death.
I would like to know where he takes that, because I hate how the church puts the onus of lust and temptation on women. So women must dress a certain way, blah, 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 in order for men, women are responsible for men's lust. No, the lust starts from the heart, and whether a woman is covered up from head to toe in a tent, in a bin bag, the men who wants to lust will be lustful. But also as well, I get the message trying to say, but there is a way that you need to speak when you're in the pulpit. You can't just be saying teas and swearing and all these things or whatever the words are when you're talking about the word of God. The word of God is literally sacred. You can't be talking anyhow. That's crazy.
I've seen so many clips like this, man. So I don't know if this is something that's just going on in America, but...
That's the thing, though. It's not even just American thing.
So you don't have to say titties and booties in church?
That's not swearing, Definitely not.
Right.
It's inappropriate language. If your kid said that, would you not be like, why you would tell your kid off for saying that?
So if he said, I see breast every day,
you could definitely say cleavage. You could say you see breast every day, but there's no need to be saying I see titties and whatever else. But then, in what way is why are you bringing breasts? Because even when Christians are talking about breasts, they talk about bosoms.
No, but obviously, I don't know the
better words for
clips,
these
but
things.
just from me saying, obviously, that me getting married didn't mean I go blind. So I see breast every day. I see gal every day.
First of all, that's a shit sermon anyway. I didn't listen to the full thing.
No, I don't know where he's going. I don't know where he came from.
I can tell you where he's going. He was going on point. He was basically telling women that you don't dress like this to church because there's men in here and the men are not blind. The men, even if the women are coming in tracksuits.
I don't think so. The thing is, I don't think you can make that assumption if you haven't watched the whole clip, though. Because
I kind of like hear so many pastors say
because
this,
it could also be a case of he's talking about marriage. Yeah, he said till death do us part.
Yeah,
he said you
it's
getting married
difficult.
doesn't make you blind. How do we
Okay.
not know that he's not talking about when you get married, you need to, like, just because
disciplined.
you're married doesn't
That's
mean
what
that
he's
it's over. You have to continue to
Yeah,
work
you have to
hard in a
have
marriage.
the
So when
discipline.
does titties and booties come into it?
Because
Because
as a
he's-
married man, you're still going to be tempted. For me, I'm married. Because I'm married doesn't mean I'm blind. I see titties
Okay.
and booties every day. It doesn't mean that he's putting... I didn't hear that and think he's putting the onus on women.
Fair
That's all
enough.
I'm saying. Because I feel like I haven't seen before and after, so I can't jump to that assumption. Do you get
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
fair.
So
Maybe it's,
yeah.
I think it's PTSD for me because I've heard
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm
and
thinking,
they still do that.
I'm like,
They
how
still
did you?
do.
How did you get there?
No, I understand. I understand it.
Yeah, but my mind didn't go there.
I
innit?
also understand your point because he then says, "I'll get to you just now, ladies." He would have then made a reference to you see.
Yeah, the
what you
women.
see too.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
why.
that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
But yeah. All right. Well, I think we can wrap
Is
up.
it grey joggers? You guys, is that the reference?
Well, the pastor not allowed to wear grey joggers, isn't it?
Is that where he was going?
Oh,
What he would've
please
said for
press
the
the
women.
button, man. You don't even need to leave.
All right, next headlines. Do both of them.
Nonsense is back in the news, man. Police investigating the hospital where Lucy Letby murdered 7 babies and attempted to murder 7 others have widened their scope to include gross negligence manslaughter. An investigation into corporate manslaughter was launched in October of 2023 following the trial and conviction of the ex-nurse. But Cheshire Constabulary have now widened their probe to determine whether gross negligence manslaughter took place. While corporate manslaughter covers cases where corporations' negligence leads to a person's death, gross negligence manslaughter is when an individual's negligence causes death. And in the statement, Detective Superintendent Paul Hughes said this is a separate offence to corporate manslaughter and focuses on the grossly negligent action or inaction of individuals. Next headline, trigger warning on this one as well. A United Nations judge has been convicted of forcing a young Ugandan woman to work as a slave in Britain. A United Nations judge. So Linda Mugambe was also found guilty of conspiring to facilitate the commission of a breach of UK immigration law, facilitating travel with a view to exploitation, forcing someone to work, and also conspiracy to intimidate a witness. The 49-year-old defendant denied forcing her victim to do household chores and said she was always treated with love, care, and patience. But prosecutors said that she prevented the woman from holding down steady employment and forced her to work as a maid and provide childcare for free. Mugambe, who was studying for a law PhD at the University of Oxford, took advantage of her status over her victim in the most egregious way and tricked her into coming to the UK. This is what a court heard. The trial was also told that Mugambe, who is also a High Court judge in Uganda, had the intention of obtaining someone to make her life easier and at the least possible cost to herself. Next headline, and the war in Sudan has exposed more than 12 million people to pervasive, trigger warning guys, trigger warning. The war in Sudan has exposed more than 12 million people to the pervasive sexual violence that is being used to terrify the entire population. This according to UNICEF. As the war nears the 2-year mark, UNICEF Executive Director Catherine Russell told a UN Security Council meeting on Thursday that the number of women and girls, and increasingly men and boys, at risk of rape and sexual assault had increased by 80% over the last year. Referencing data analysed by UNICEF, Russell said that 221 cases of rape against children were reported in 2024 in 9 states, with 16 of these cases involving children under the age of 5 and 4 involving babies under the age of 1. Next headline, guys. And Elon Musk, he hasn't left the news, but apparently he wants to use AI to run the US government. This is what people are saying. Musk has fired tens of thousands of federal government employees through his Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, and he reportedly requires the remaining workers to send the department a weekly email featuring 5 bullet points describing what they've accomplished that week. Since that will no doubt flood DOGE with hundreds of thousands of these types of emails, Musk has relied on AI to process responses and help determine who should remain employed. Part of that plan reportedly is also to replace many government workers with AI systems. It's not yet clear what any of these AI systems look like or how they work, something Democrats in the United States are demanding to be filled in on. But experts are warning that utilizing AI in federal government without robust testing and verification of these tools could have disastrous consequences. Trigger warning on this one, guys. Big trigger warning on this one. A teenager branded evil and monstrous for stabbing to death schoolgirl Eliane Andam in a shopping centre row over a teddy bear has been jailed for life. Hassan Sentamu, who's 18, was filled with white-hot anger when he chased after 15-year-old Eliane and lunged at her with a kitchen knife outside of Croydon Shopping Centre. Days earlier, Sentamu's relationship with one of Eliane's friends had ended, and the shopping centre meeting was intended for an exchange of the former couple's possessions. The friend brought a bag of Sentamu's clothes, but he failed to bring her possessions, including a beloved teddy bear which she had left at his home. During the round that followed, Eliane grabbed Sentamu's bag and ran a short distance away from him, apparently in a show of support for her friend. She was filming herself on Snapchat at the time, and the chilling footage shows her smile quickly evaporate in terror as Sentamu pulled out the knife that he had secretly brought to the scene. Eliane was then stabbed 4 times and died from the wound to her neck. Weeks before the killing, Sentamu had confided in a friend. This is what he said, "The real me is evil, dark, and miserable." On Thursday at the Old Bailey, Mrs. Justice Chima Grubb handed a life sentence to Sentamu and ordered that he serve at least 23 years before he could be considered for release.
Do you know what, quickly actually, I watched that new series on Netflix with Ashley Waters. I think it's called Adolescence. It's really good. And I thought I think everyone should watch it. It's really, really, it's so chilling. And I heard they did it in one take. But you really feel the emotions from it because it's basically about a 13-year-old boy. This is not the spoiler you see in the trailer. It's basically about a 13-year-old boy that's been accused of murder. And it's to do with all this like incel stuff and to do with like young boys, like just feeling as if like violence is the way to prove that you're masculine, you're not soft and all that kind of stuff. And it was interesting, obviously, the conversation we had yesterday. But it was even extra chilling. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but that it was released on when this was sentenced. Because I saw one of the actors, he plays the dad. That man, all their rents were due. Those people could act, like they acted, it was really, really good. But anyways, in one of his interviews, the press interviews, he did make reference, I believe, to Eliane's case. Just saying, basically talking about how important it is that that series had to go out and that message, because people dismiss it, obviously, as, oh, it's just online talk, is this talk, etc. But it really is the reality of what's going on in schools right now and with young people. It's really good. I definitely encourage everyone to watch it. It was really good. Man. But good as in a good cover of the topic, but very, very, very chilling. Like very, like it has you gripped. I think it's got 4 or 5 episodes.
Okay.
I think it's 4 actually. But it was interesting. And it shows the lives of how these things don't just affect the person, like the other people it affects, the victims, friends and family, whatever, their classmates, but then how the family has to go on. And then how, when they're in the neighborhood as well, how do they, do you know what I mean? It was honestly very deep. So yeah.
Thank you for that.
But R.I.P. to the babe, man. That's so horrible.
And our last headline, guys, the European Union has announced a 4.7 billion euro investment package for South Africa to support green energy and vaccine production, marking a significant step in strengthening economic and political ties. The commitment was made during the first bilateral summit between the EU and South Africa in 7 years, held at President Cyril Ramaphosa's office in Cape Town. Speaking at the summit, the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen drew parallels between the histories of the EU and South Africa, both of which emerged from conflict and found a path to peace through reconciliation. South Africa remains an emblem of hope for the world, is what she said. And she also said that today we are together announcing an investment package to mobilize 4.7 billion euros in South Africa. And that's it for the headlines, guys. Time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into asking for a friend.
All right, then. Hey, guys. Hopefully you can help me out. Basically, my girlfriend is really bitter. My girlfriend has always said the number one thing she can't tolerate is embarrassment from me onto her in the relationship. So just to give you some quick backstory, me and my girlfriend went out 2 months ago, and just out of coincidence, one of my exes was waiting on the table and came up to us. She was being so weird and straight up said to my girlfriend that make sure he controls his liquor because if he drinks too much, he gets too freaky. I was embarrassed and so was she, and it was so awkward, and my girlfriend has never let me forget how much it embarrassed her. She thought I took her to that restaurant on purpose. She wanted to get back at me, and she did, real bad. She had an affair with one of her boy best friends, and I caught them doing it on the weekend. I was livid and so angry. I didn't hit my wife, but I shouted at her and was vexed, but he punched me as he thought I should step back, and we got into a fight. I can't lie, I lost the fight. I got weighed in. I just got out of A&E yesterday. But really and truly, I just want her back because she's threatening to leave me. She's the best thing that ever happened to me and my family. She's an amazing mum to our 5 kids as well, and I'm considering to go to therapy to work things out. I especially would like Iman and Brent and Esther's advice on how you would go about getting my girl back if you were me, and what's the best way of winning back her heart. Plus, do a big shout out to my boy Marks. He helped me find out my ex-wife was a hoe when he's... No, wait. What the hell am I reading?
What's going on?
Please read it.
Big shout out to my boy Marks. He helped me find out my ex-wife was a hoe when he slept with her back in 2010. Thanks for doing that, bro. Much love, G. Happy steak and blowjob day. Wishing you all the best. Take care and God bless. Is this real?
Well done, Muggs. You're doing good work out there.
Doing the Lord's work.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so funny, yeah? Because I thought when he said Esther, Brent, and I think I thought, right, well, me and Muggs are not qualified to give you advice. Now I get why you can't. I'm still not qualified.
Do
you know
When
what?
he slept with her back in
2010.
Well, while she was still your wife.
Clearly.
Yeah, I think it's a different girlfriend. It can't be the same one.
Not the one, not his wife now. Yeah, because he said
he found out that after the fact or.
I don't know.
Oh, he actually says ex-wife.
Ex-wife. So
Yeah, but was it his ex-wife when I slept with her? Or was it his wife?
It was his wife, and then they became ex thanks to your diligent work.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Really just left a trail of destruction in my path, innit? This is crazy.
You call it destruction, he calls it helping out.
You know what I mean?
He's out to help out.
Enlightenment.
Esther, stop.
He said, dig out to help out.
Brent said, dig out to help out.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
I hope we're cool.
You must be.
No,
He
serious.
still watches your content.
He showed you.
I wouldn't watch the content of someone who I wouldn't do that.
We're blessed. Again, I'm trying to get conked in the back
So-
of my head when I'm walking down the road.
Esther, Emmanuel, Brent, what is your advice for our fellow brother?
Well, he doesn't want advice. He wants advice.
He wants us to tell him how to win the
specifically
girl
how
back.
to get it back.
I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
That's
sorry.
something I can't do.
I can't do that.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
not qualified
She's
to
an
get
animal.
you.
He said
I wouldn't
animal.
say
you
that.
know.
But
Around.
both of you are clowns, respectfully. I don't see why you want to, like, this is someone that disrespects you, put in a situation. Obviously, from what you're saying, you didn't mean to put in a situation where someone embarrassed her. I don't know why she's worrying about being embarrassed so much. I don't get it. Like, I don't, that's weird to me. I think that's one of those internet things people say.
No.
And it's like, come on, I get it.
No, I get it. Because one thing a man would do is embarrass
Oh,
you.
absolutely.
Don't embarrass me.
Oh.
Do
Absolutely.
not
But
embarrass
what the
me.
hell happened to him?
if-
Would you tell your partner
No,
that
but-
every time though?
No. But I'm saying this one is like, this is an intentional embarrassment.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't make it a thing. It's awkward.
Exactly. Like, it
We
happened,
get over
okay.
it, innit? Like, you didn't know she worked there.
Okay, but
like,
do you know what I mean?
She was out of pocket. If anything, the person you should be angry with is
Is her.
because she obviously did it to make you feel some type of way.
Exactly.
She was being malicious. That's not on him.
That's not
Do you
him.
know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
So for you to go out of your way to get... Anyway, wait, why am I speaking? He didn't ask for my advice. You look... Do your thing.
You're doing a good job, man.
You're doing a great job.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
But I feel like everything Gina said, retweet. You didn't go out of your way to embarrass her, whatever the case is. And then from that situation, am I right in saying that she then went to cheat on him?
Yeah, it doesn't even compare.
And you want me to give you advice to help get you
To get her
back?
back. 5
That's
kids.
spiteful. What
5 kids they got, you know.
Look at 5 kids.
That's why he wants to go back. At least I'm hoping that's the only reason.
To be fair, I am a believer. This is not saying this guy. I just
You
say
even
anyone
got
can pick it up.
you even
whether they
got
want to,
beat
yeah.
up by her male friend and ended up in A&E.
Do you
And
know?
you're coming to ask.
I'm glad you.
No, it's just
no,
legit.
but wait.
Is that any way to act?
No, but wait a minute though. Wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute.
Because wisdom clearly isn't in the room.
No, but this is what I was about to say. So sorry.
go on.
I'm glad you added that just before. But this doesn't necessarily him. Anybody can pick up whatever this advice they want to. Sometimes I like it when people who are equally yoked stay together because it prevents the rest of us from getting a world
Fair enough.
to your faces. Because what do you mean you caught your girlfriend cheating on you, and then you get in a fight with him, and then you get beaten up, but then you want to ask for the girl to get you back?
No, but what type of feeling
Life
is
of
this?
Bodge said you have 5 kids. Her reaction shouldn't be to cheat.
Well,
Regardless,
yeah, that's what I was
no.
gonna-
But
exactly.
regardless of whether you have 5 kids with her or not,
Even if you've had half a kid.
my thing is, based on what happened, you don't.
No.
The response isn't to cheat.
Exactly.
It's
never
not.
to
It's not
cheat.
the same. It don't make sense.
How old are these youths? How long ago
They're
was this relationship?
40.
Huh?
Big people
He is
them, your
14.
age people
He
them.
said 2010. His ex-wife in 2010.
Yeah, but I'm saying they got 5 kids together.
Yeah.
Where she said she can't take embarrassment is cool, but it was an ex. He didn't do it on purpose. She embarrassed both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And your response is to go and slam one of your boyfriends.
I don't think they're married, you know, because remember, he called her his girlfriend in the beginning and then ended up calling her his wife.
Yeah, but even still, it's crazy. Or, you know, I don't think, maybe all the youths ain't his.
Maybe. You know where it's like your one big happy family.
No, because it
gonna do
it can
being
make sense.
spiteful?
No, but cause in my mind,
So she has no respect because it's not his kids.
no, because when we're hearing that they got 5 kids together, you're thinking this is
Damn.
this is dang, dang, this is an investment, right? But maybe they're not all his youths. Maybe it's just a family of 5. He might have 1 or 2.
That's
of
true.
them.
Maybe you guys brought. Please tell me
It's
that's
a blended
the case.
family.
Yeah,
I hope it's a blended
And
family.
she's definitely got the majority.
Well, you could tell.
Is that bad?
No, because I don't understand how
She's
could
telling
that.
the guy offends her.
I don't understand how that could be a response.
What could it, the fighting?
No, her
Oh,
going
her
to
going to
chopping.
cheat. I think it's wild.
That's crazy.
I think it's wild.
Insane.
So why would you even want her back?
Why do you want her back? Sorry, of all the times you've watched this show, and you thought this people that you mentioned to give you advice were the people that were going to tell you, here's what you should say. These are the sweet nothings you should say to her to get her back.
She don't sound like she deserves you.
I don't think you need to be. I think you should be back with her because I think it also sounds as if like the things. Sorry, this is a form of emotional abuse. You know what I mean? It's emotional abuse because it sounds as if like I think you're codependent. I think you're dependent on her in a way. Like you have an unhealthy attachment. In the words of Cat Williams, you got an unhealthy allegiance to losers. She is the loser. I don't think
this is real. I'm not gonna
I don't
lie
think
to you.
you go. Do you know you always say this?
Let me tell you why. Let me
explain. Super
explain.
story people are living.
But let me explain to you why. Yeah, because are you British or are you American? Which one is it? Pick. Because number one, you use liquor. I don't think we use the word liquor over here. You also write mum.
Was it liquor or was it liquor?
I say
No.
liquor.
You've even wrote. Do you write MOM as mum?
No.
You've wrote mum.
Well, maybe it's a
MOM.
British guy that moves in
Then
America
you
now.
said. Then you. It's not given. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I don't know. I'm reading it and I'm just like, it's because at first I thought, okay, I thought it was an American story. Then
Sounds about American though.
no, but
It's giving love and hip hop.
yeah.
It's actually giving. I mean, personally, I don't want you to get up with her. So I
Then
say
you
no.
called her from. Then you've gone from calling her your girlfriend to your wife. I didn't hit my wife, but I shouted at her and was vexed. But a
Read
couple
that
of
wifey kind of
sentence ago, you called her your girlfriend. Which one is? It's giving confused.
Do you know what I think as well? I just think
And you had time to proofread this before you sent it. Sorry
maybe
about
he
it.
didn't. It's straw.
No, because to be fair, he sent this after he just came out of A&E.
To be
So
fair,
after he came out of A&E, the first thing you wanted to do is come and
To be fair, it's the morning, isn't it?
Yeah, because he's
Listen
come to an
us.
empty house. She's gone. His baby's gone. Do you know what I think? I think that I personally don't think she should get back with her. I don't think that's a healthy relationship. But I think that if you must, she don't sound like she's got standards. In other words, I mean like she doesn't. I don't think she requires much for you to get her back. So you might just have to just say to her, "Listen, baby, I miss you."
Manson
You
was
come
marked outside in 2010, you know. I've been outside since 2000. I was sick.
Yeah, well, that'll do
like,
it.
why did you make me sick?
That'll do it.
It's like you couldn't just settle for 2010. You're thinking, no, you need
I
to
have
put
to
some
go
respect
all
on
the
my
way
name
back.
and add an extra 10 years.
Decades in this thing.
G7 has a point. Maybe he's concussed still.
What I said?
He might still
No,
be
because
concussed.
he said I literally got out of A&E.
Yeah, he said he's still got a concussion.
Yeah, man.
Rico said he's still on the codeine.
Yeah, something's not working.
Sorry, but that's wild. Still being on the codeine. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's
All the
sad,
best, to be fair. I personally, I need people to love themselves more and let that reflect in the kind of people that you surround yourself with. Why would you want this person back? She literally, like, she always says to you, don't embarrass me, don't embarrass me. And she put you in the worst embarrassing situation ever.
I'm telling you.
Are you, seriously?
If this is real, please like
love
update
yourself,
us.
King.
Let us know like how many kids are yours. Let's know how long you've been with her.
And I don't want to hear that, oh, you know, when we come together, they're all Mike, shut up.
Yeah, stop that.
I mean, how many your sperm?
Yeah, 100%. And let us know, did you go to A&E yourself? Did she drive you? Like these
You know,
are key.
damn well she made a good ambulance. She ain't giving him a lift when her boyfriend's still in the house.
That is, this is diabolical, man.
Love yourself, King. All right. Good luck.
Yeah, all the best.
Next one's a rattler. Anyway.
Oh, no.
I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years now, and I found out last week that in the first 6 months of us dating, he cheated on me with his work colleague. I feel so weird and strange because it was such a long time ago, but also semi-betrayed. And also, to make matters worse, my boyfriend's boss is married, has a wife, and has 3 kids. So I've just found out that he was dealing with a man, but is also trying to convince me that he isn't gay and it was a one-time thing. At first, he said it wasn't that deep and that I had done worse. To clarify, I put my hands up and I'll say I had flirted with some people at work, but nothing more. And he said that because I emotionally and mentally cheated, he saw he did what he did was not that serious. You may think I'm taking the piss, but I'm dead serious. Since I found out, I've moved out to my mum's and I've asked all close ones around me how to handle it. I'm hoping you can help me as well.
Stay at your mum's. Never go back. Not only is he a dirty, low-down cheat, but he has no sense of accountability. Telling me that I cheated mentally and emotionally by flirting, so as such, you went to be someone's concubine. You went to be someone's side piece. Play toy.
Am I your beard?
It's giving temporary position, to be fair, because they're never married. Because beards, they tend to make it this position permanent.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
You've been together 5 years and nothing happened.
And,
First, I think leave the man.
And how old is she?
27.
27.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. What are we doing there? It's an easy decision.
She's too young. Like, thank God you don't have a child with him. Thank God you're not married to him. You literally get to just leave, like, as if it never happened, and just do some therapy and move on. 27. Oh, baby, this is the prime of your age.
For real.
Watch the man you end up with next.
Yeah,
think about it.
If he done it with a woman, if he was with a man,
yes,
been with him 5 years, and you found out he cheated on you one time in the first 6 months of the relationship, is that a deal breaker?
It depends. Because when people say relationship, it can be like talking stage. So if it was you're talking to somebody else before that, blah blah blah, then fair. I can look past that. But if it was a thing where we had been dating for a while, and then now was when you asked me to be your girlfriend, and at the time of you asked me to officially be your girlfriend is when you then were still cheating, I don't see myself moving past that, personally. Because this whole thing is founded on lies.
Oh no, because I was having a conversation with some of my brothers the other day, and I was saying like men's brains and women's brains work totally differently.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? I know a man that's been with a guy like 7 years.
Been what?
What
you say? You know what?
I know a man who's been with a guy like 7 years, and man was asking him like, "Have you literally not been with no one else?" He ain't chopped another thing in 5 years, and I'm saying
But you've been for 7 years.
I know, but I'm saying that's cold. I'm saying like that's a good man.
I think props.
Oh, that's a good man.
I'm giving him props.
Because
he's a good man.
5 out of the 7.
I'm giving him big ratings.
Because 2 years he's
5 years. This is a good man.
Is
He
it
ain't
the
done
former
nothing.
2 years or the latter 2 years?
Like the last 5 years, he ain't touched nothing.
Oh, so the first 2 years he was doing his thing.
I don't know. It might have just been one time. We don't know. Let's not cook the books a bit. Let's just say for the story.
I probably
let's
should
just say
only
it's
cook
one
the
time.
books to know where we're going with this conversation.
No, but I'm saying like, and obviously any other man hearing that would give him props as well. It's a good man. But I'm saying a woman hearing that, if he cheated one time in 7 years, that's a good man.
That's a good statistic.
That's good going. Like you're doing your thing. There's something to be proud of. You're one of the champions. You're one of our heroes.
But you know what I think is really interesting though,
Men
the
are
whole being
clowns.
proud of though, because it's like, why should you be proud for doing something that you meant to do in the first place? You know when people are like, I'm a good dad, you should be a good dad.
Literally,
I don't get why I'm giving. Why should I
Mm.
congratulate you for doing
For
what
doing what
you
you're
meant
meant
to
to
do?
do.
Nah, but
You're meant to be a good
It's
dad.
not congratulations, more so saying
Big up you.
this is like very different to what's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Which I hear, but then you're just doing what you're meant to be doing. Though.
So as a woman, you're hearing that and you're not giving him no props.
What for being
faithful?
For being faithful for the past 5 out of 7 years? No. I'm not giving you props for being faithful for the past 6.5 out of 7. What do you mean? It's like what Gina said. I'm not congratulating fish for swimming. You're meant
crazy.
to be.
He deserves props.
Question. I hear what the girls are saying, right? Black women and that. However, if all your brethrens have men that cheat,
Yeah.
and they then go and get another guy and they cheat,
Yeah.
and you're still standing strong with your faithful man,
Yeah.
are you not giving him an extra, just for...
An extra what?
I wish you could do that on camera.
This is like God gave me a real
Do you know
one.
I listened to my way into the studio today?
I don't know why I've just mentioned God in that same...
No, I'm glad you did. I listened to a sermon on my way here about purity.
Crazy.
It's a 3-part sermon. I'm going to send you all 3 parts. That's what I'm feeling.
What part is in fact?
No, but I get what you mean, Dave. I think, yeah, you do appreciate a bit more, but I'm not going to you definitely would appreciate a bit more. I did that for less.
Purity.
No, I'm not talking about sexual things. That's you heathen. Because I'm talking about like, you know, sometimes when you talk to, sometimes you just realize the things people are dealing with out there.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, God really did a good. He who finds a wife really did find a good thing. There's that, but I don't think it's like a thing where that's gonna be my favorite quality about you now. It's like you're it's like, do you get me? It's like you're not out here cheating on me like my friends are getting cheated on. That's a bit wild. You should be doing that. Like you should be doing that. And I think for me, these things matter if you've communicated. What's the word? Monogamy to a person. If you communicated commitment to this person, then that's fair. But if you haven't, then everybody does they want to.
People don't. I don't know, man. People just they don't take certain things seriously and
That's
obviously
ironic you say that.
No, but I know you're gonna say that you can't conflate or compare the two things, but it's like if I knew there was a man who he's known for drinking hard liquor, you get what I'm trying to say? Like he's known for downing the beers and on the pints and all that, and I've seen him and he's told me he ain't had a drink in 5 years. I'm saying, brap.
But that's different though.
You should. No, addiction's addiction. Struggle.
No, it's not.
How? Sex
It's
is
not,
bondage. Sex is bondage, just like alcohol.
You're right, it is. But but the thing
man
is
ain't
that,
done nothing in 5 years. You
no,
gotta
but
give him props.
he doesn't have an accountability coach for his sobriety who he's been lying to for the past 5 years. And then one day he's saying to the guy, oh, you know, like I've actually been sober only 3 out of the past 5 years. We talk every week. You message me whenever you feel like you wanna drink and whatever it is, and I've been supporting you here, but the whole time you've been a damn liar.
No, but alcoholics lie.
So it's funny that you say
5 years sober. You know there was that one time 6 months old, but no one needs to know about that because it didn't mash up nothing. You're in a good place. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not.
That's a liar. That's a liar. It's funny though because you started off by saying people don't take things seriously, and that's why I said it's ironic because they should take it seriously.
No, I'm saying you don't take people's addictions seriously.
No, but I'm not dealing with a sex addict. I'm dealing with someone in a relationship that's going to be monogamous.
No, but I heard that.
That's not sex addiction.
No, but if people got bad gambling habits, and it goes too far, you help
Mark,
them.
you're talking about illnesses. You're talking about mental illnesses.
This is a mental illness as well. Man are sick in their head.
So you're saying all men then have mental. Any man that's having sex has a mental illness. Go on.
That's not a bad statement to make. I don't think that's what I'm saying.
I think that's exactly what you're saying.
That's not a crazy statement.
Because you saying that you're going to be committed to somebody, you say you're going to be committed to somebody in a monogamous relationship, and then cheating on them does not mean you have a mental illness. It doesn't make you a sex addict. You just lack discipline. Okay. You're dishonest. You lack discipline and you're dishonest.
I know. I'm just putting.
And you're disloyal.
I'm just putting
and actually, you could kill her one day.
You get what I'm saying?
Kill her.
What? Wait, what? Where did we go with that? What happened?
I just think some people are scary sometimes. And they don't tell him what someone will do. Oh, man. I forgot we had a dilemma.
Oh, yeah.
What's this person's issue?
I think you've
that
answered
person's screwed.
I think you've answered it. Whether she should stay with her man who is...
Oh, yes, please stay at your mum's house. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, stay at your mum's house. Let me see.
Sister, thank you for
you got your whole life ahead of you.
27 as well. Oh, you're so young. The men you're going to meet now. Oof. Good luck, girl.
Yeah, so that's it from us.
That's it. Are we wrapping up or?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Somebody just sent in an update.
All right.
Is it the first guy?
No.
Damn it.
Just asking for us to get Margs and Gina's advice on the Asperger's fella.
Asperger's?
Yeah.
Oh, the young genius that was trying to help out.
Oh, yes. Oh. Do you want to do that now?
If you can summarize.
I can. So basically, there's a guy he's got a younger brother who's autistic, and they went out one time just going to chill, whatever, and then they saw there was a girl sitting next to them, right? And then the guy walked up to the girl and basically just like touched her, whatever, and the girl was like, "Oh no, like don't touch me." Basically told him off, like, "Don't do that, blah blah blah." So then another guy comes along and touches the girl, just makes physical contact with the girl again, and then his younger brother who's autistic and whatnot, gets up and says, "Oh, don't touch her." Like, that's not, that you've invaded her privacy, blah, blah, blah. She hasn't consented to that, blah, blah, blah. But then obviously the girl liked the guy, whatever the case was, so they end up going away together. But then he was having a hard time explaining to his brother about that. Like, about why, in one case, she didn't want the guy to touch him, but in the other case, she allowed it, basically.
Okay. So what's the
So he was finding it hard how to explain, was it consent and like feelings and stuff to his younger brother or something
and just that sometimes it's just for different people.
Different results.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like sometimes the girl likes this guy, so accepts
You just
it.
got to show him
Sometimes-
the memes. You show one person, this is.
You know
this
when
is,
it's like-
this is game. This is
Yeah,
harassment.
or like it's harassment. No, it's
Yeah,
true
it's
because
just-
they always do say it. It's like if a girl likes a guy, the response is always going to be different. Do you get what I mean? You could get approached in the exact same manner. With one person, you'll feel like it's harassment because you don't find them attractive, so you find it offensive. But if you find the guy attractive, it's like it's not. So
Yeah, I don't know how you explain that to.
But I was saying
someone.
as well though, because what if she knew the second guy? And she didn't know the first guy. That's a stranger, and the second guy's. You know what I mean? So I just
again,
said,
there's a lot of things that
it's
there's a lot
so
of
many
context that you
things.
don't
Yeah,
actually
so I
know.
should just explain
They
consent to
was
him and
probably both
respect him.
strangers, but again, at the same time, she's within her rights to feel how she feels and for whatever she receives. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Exactly.
obviously-
And that's the lesson there, really, isn't it? Seek consent, and she can react however she wants to react, basically.
All right, time for the reaction.
I've got stories to read.
See ya.
To be fair.
Are these?
Yeah.
They all new. Welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out the sports headlines. I ain't been there in a while. I know they didn't play yesterday, but like, how do you sort of feel about how do you Arsenal fans? Actually no.
Is it
don't
making
call
it to
that, 'cause
the
I got to go soon.
quarter final?
That was good making it to the quarter final. You think you're gonna get past Madrid?
I don't think so, but it'll be a good game. United Stadium.
The new
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think
It looks glorious, doesn't it?
I think it looks dope.
It looks fitting for a legacy team.
Yeah, it looks like it could be one of the best stadiums in the world.
100%.
I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about it, but I
Serious?
like it.
What were the bad news?
Some people don't like the look of the tent and all that, and they try to clown it and say that they don't. But I don't know. I just think it looks epic and monumental.
It looks grand.
Fitting for one of the biggest clubs in the
Yeah.
world.
What do you think about Gary Neville's kind of like overdub? Did it suit?
Oh, him talking over it?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I heard that. I don't know if I watched that. Like, I didn't
fair.
get involved in it, you get me? But always talking about Manchester and their history and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Was that Gary Neville talking?
It sounded like him.
I ain't paying attention properly. I don't know. But if it come, well, they've green lighted it, so it's gonna happen, I guess, isn't it? I can't wait, man. We need a big stadium, man.
Y'all need a stadium.
Yeah, it shouldn't be falling behind the rest of the
At all.
the rest of the world.
At
you get me?
all.
All the big clubs.
Such a big team as well.
All the big clubs in the world, like the proper ones.
Yeah, the
they
proper
all went
ones.
and got new stadiums, like the
well,
Bernabeu redone, Nou Camp redone. Bayern's got a proper thing.
Tottenham's got a
United-
proper thing, but
Yeah, but I won't talk about that. But Tottenham's got one of the best stadiums in the world.
100%. Now y'all will.
That's right. I think that's right. And then by the time it's built, the football would have caught up.
This is the hope. This is the hope.
You get me? We won what 3-1, 4-1 last night.
Because it worked with Tottenham.
Huh? No, but we won 4-1 last night, so
That was
the
a good win.
So the dream's still alive. We could potentially finish 15th in the Premier League and be playing Champions League football next season.
100%.
And if we do that,
You had a better season than us, right?
I wouldn't say that. These are seasons, but you ain't had a good season. How do you conceded the title now? Clearly,
Yeah. I've been here for a while though.
yeah. But and are you? How do you? Or how's that manifested? How are you selling that? Do you not care? Is it part and parcel? Trust the process. Move on. Next year we do it. Is it disgraceful? Not just you wouldn't use the term disgraceful, but is it disappointing? Have you missed a step? Like, how are you selling this to me now?
Yeah, selling it. My position is that I'm still Arteta in. I do believe that he needs to have his knuckles wrapped.
Okay.
Not just for January, summer, and also certain decisions that he's made during the season. He needs to feel some sort of thank you. Some sort of lashings, because he did things that were wrong. So he can't do things and people like me to pretend he didn't do things. You know, I can't enable him because next year the same thing might happen, and I would have given him reason or justification to basically continue as he did last season. That can't happen. So he needs to be wrapped. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe it's been like rolling out with the certain AFTV, commentators who have been getting on to it. Maybe that's the wrapping. I don't know.
Maybe just apply some pressure. Like next year, if you don't get it done, you're done.
Nah, I don't think that should be the case at all. Because I'm not that guy. I'm not inclined like that. Do you understand? I don't just want to get rid of good coaches, good managers who've done so much in such a short space of time.
You say so much, but then next year would make 7 years? 6?
7 years in what?
How long has he been there?
He's been here for 4.
He's done 4.
He's done 4.
You sure it's not 5 at least?
He's done 4. This is the 5th.
This is going to be the 3rd season. He didn't finish 8th and then jumped straight to 2nd.
This is the 5th season.
This is the 5th season?
The 5th season.
So next year will be the 6th?
Yes.
Cool. So 6 years, 6 seasons. At some point, the pressure. So what? Anytime I get into this and I get asked a question, I never can get like a straight answer from anyone. Like when is?
This is the 4th season.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, but
so next year's the 5th.
And there's no. There is no other club. There's no other top club where you could be there 5 years, 6 years, there's no progress. Or okay, there's progress, it's relative. There's progress relative. But like there's no other club where you could be there 6 years and not do nothing in the Prem and still be there. The manager rate turnover's crazy. Like, don't you think he's living a charmed life?
No. And yes.
There's no what other club would think he'd be there 6 years and not do nothing? I think
he's earned the security that he now.
Not of one FA Cup, because that's not good enough for the top teams, apparently. Apparently the FA Cup don't mean nothing or whatever. So when you got to look at things into context and stuff, I'm saying, like, how could he be... What other club would a man be there 6 years and not do nothing and still have a job? And you still be talking about, let's keep it, let's keep going, it's been good.
I also think that we should take everything that has happened into context when talking about this. And take Arsenal into context. Because we were nowhere.
So he should be afforded special treatment?
I don't think he's getting special treatment. In relation to Arsene Wenger, in relation to Emery, yes, it could be seen as special treatment, but not in relation to Arsene Wenger.
Just for this with the context of the 2 previous seasons beforehand, I don't want to hear about injuries and referees. The referees happens every year. You usually have injuries every year. Everybody has injuries every year. You got to account for these kind of stuff. I don't want to talk about that. And as far as momentum building, this is not dropping off a cliff, but this is This is bad. This is the worst one out of the 3. Definitely, you know what I'm saying. You're building, nearly getting there. Building, nearly getting there, and then an opportunity arises when Klopp goes, and obviously you didn't know Pep was going to be like this, but City ain't there, and you don't take it. This is the worst one. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? But it's like you're just pretending like it's normal, because what's the jump back? Because what happens next season after this decline? Like, where do you think you end up next season, or is 2nd or 3rd place still just good enough? Like, this constant, just 2nd or 3rd or whatever, and just not doing nothing is what because you never had that, and now you're back to all the Champions League places. You're saying that's cool, really. Like, that's where the ambition lies. Like, when you're just doing it with Wenger, so because he's got you back kind of like to that life. If you're our top 4 every year for the next 5 years, but you don't win nothing, that's calm.
No, that's not what I said.
Well, that's what. But I'm trying to find you to put some kind of jeopardy there. Like, I'm trying to find where the point is. Like, you ain't giving him no mark. There's nothing for him to achieve, if that makes sense. Because you're happy with this, then. Like, you're just happy with this. This is 3 seasons now, and you're just happy with this. And there's no. If he done it again next year, he should stay because he's made progress. And you're like, so this is the standards that you're setting for yourself. And this, I'm just trying to find out where the level is. And you still definitively can't say to me, you know what, Marks, if by 2028 he ain't won nothing, I'm done with him. And that's ages away. And you're still not even prepared to say that.
Well, you didn't ask me that question.
I've asked you. I didn't get the question out this time, but obviously I'm just.
Well, you can ask me that question now.
No, but I've asked you bare times. You've never answered.
No,
me.
no. We're
like,
talking,
when's enough?
We're talking now. You can ask me that specific question.
Okay, so what? Okay, so when's enough then? Basically, like what? When does he have to win something?
I think when I don't see any sort of progress, and this is absent external factors.
But that's if you challenge for the league every single year, you're going to be seeing progress. That's progress to you.
Then, Mama, I told you already. A lot of Arsenal fans, or many Arsenal fans, may hear what I'm saying and be frustrated with what I'm saying. But this is my feelings. This is how I think about my particular coach, my particular manager. I am seeing far too much progress to then just get rid of him. Now, I did say he needs to have his knuckles wrapped for the obvious mistakes and stubbornness that he has presented this season. I didn't not say that.
Yeah, but you said
I
you also
said that.
you also said you don't know what getting his knuckles right look like. So I said that as well, adding pressure. Then if you don't achieve, that's a rapping knuckles. That's not. It's not immediate. It's letting you know that you've misstepped. You haven't done right. This is not acceptable. If you don't fix it, you're done. That will add pressure. That could maybe make him step up his game.
So let me give
That's
you...
not... Ain't that a fair knuckle
let
rapping?
me try and give you what maybe you may be asking for, right? If we go into the transfer window and we get what I believe we have been missing for a long time, and then going into the season now, I'm thinking you have everything you need, and I'm seeing a degradation of the product, then that's when it is you have to question whether he is the right person. Because
Okay,
now you
fair
have
enough.
everything.
Fair
There
enough.
is no obvious, well, we're missing that, we're missing that, we're missing that. You have everything now. You can't now utilize these tools to basically make the product. And if that's the case, then why would I have faith that he can do it? Do you understand?
Okay.
I've seen what he's done with a lack of. I've seen what he's done with quote-unquote excuses about the PGML, right? These are excuses now. I've seen what he still managed to uphold because that is still running, right? The PGML, the injuries. We're still second, right? I see what he can do with a lack. Let me see what it is that he can do with an abundance. Because that's what I want. I don't just want let's break even. I want an abundance. If I'm to see ambition from the owners, that's what I have to see. You've realized that our attacking force completely went to crap with certain players out. Let's see if it is that you've learned from your mistakes, your lessons. Because we could drop out of top 4 if it is that we don't go into the summer properly. 100% is possible. Man United are building a stadium. It's going to change everything, right? You're going to be right back up there, right?
What?
How did I manage to work you in?
Don't understand.
I wanted to get you involved in the conversation. That's it.
Don't worry. This is a lot of Arsenal fans' problem. You get me? And because they don't want to hear truths from anybody. They don't want to have the conversation. They don't want to look in the mirror and have the conversation themselves. They don't want to hear truths from anybody. And anytime I talk about Arsenal and their issues, man, want to tell me that I'm 15th. But we know we're 15th. And if we can accept that, let's move on. Now let's get back in the car and let's talk about Arsenal's issues. Don't talk about you that are 15th. All right, cool. That's us. We're having a bad season. We understand that. That doesn't change what we're saying.
That was my
about
point.
Arsenal.
It was to fortify the question you asked me, because Man United aren't gonna languish forever, is what I'm saying. So right now you have Man City, you have Liverpool, you have Aston Villa. Look where Aston Villa is in the Champions League, right?
Yeah, you got Chelsea.
100%. You have Chelsea. You have was it Nottingham Forest?
Well, Forest up there, don't know what they're doing next season.
Well,
Brighton are there and thereabouts.
Yeah,
Bournemouth are a
you
good
see,
team.
you see what I'm saying? And even all of that is still exists. Arteta is still second, absent our strikers, absent our attackers. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Wait. Let me. Did I
go.
answer your question sufficiently? If we get an abundance, and he's still
if you-
unable, we see a degradation of the
if you
product.
if you go into the season, because obviously what you're saying is you haven't gone into a season thinking this, but if you go into the season saying that this gaffer's got all the tools needed to win this league, and he doesn't win the league.
No. I didn't say that. I said there's a degradation of the product.
Oh, so he doesn't even have to win it?
No. Not the league. It could be FA Cup. It could be Carling.
You get
as
what
well.
you
it
get
could
what
be.
you want
It
in
could
abundance.
be going to the final of the Champions League. It could be challenging for the league. Because
You've been challenging.
I don't feel that there is an entitlement for Arsenal to win the league.
So
that's my position. I don't
you've
feel it's just
for
a
the
given.
past, you've challenged for the past 3 seasons. Then you go out in the summer and you get that abundance that you're asking for. Top striker, backup wingers to cover your things for your thing. You get equipped for what's needed in your eyes for a proper title charge, because you've already been having title charges with lesser than. So you get all that, yeah, and then you'll still be happy with a title charge.
No season is the same, Marks.
That is nonsense.
Marks, no season is the same. No season is the same, and you know that.
Yeah, but okay, maybe I don't know if I'm missing something. That's confusing to me.
Did you ever think you'd be 15th?
No.
Ever? No season's the same.
Yeah, but
so based on past work, you can't predict the next year because you're 15th. No season's the same.
Yeah, but I can say if we finish 15th next season, the manager's got to go.
Okay, but how's that equivalent to what I'm saying?
Because I would be saying we've challenged. We go in the summer, hypothetically, I get everything I ask for: a big striker, backup wingers, reinforced midfield. Your defense is calm, whatever. So now he's got all the tools. I've been making excuses for him, but the truth is he hasn't had the right tools. He's been making the best out of a bad situation. He's done a great coaching job to get us where we actually are. Great. Then I get everything I've ever wanted. There's no more excuses left. And then I'll be happy with the same that we was doing before I got all that. No, that's confusing to me. All that should take us to the next level.
Essentially, Liverpool should have gotten rid of Klopp when Man City won a rump for those years, right? Essentially, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. They should have got rid of him.
Why?
Because they won't win in the league. They won't win in the league.
Klopp won a Champions League as well, didn't it?
Do you understand what we're talking about?
Did Klopp win a Champions League?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and them man was losing by 1 point and that, getting like. You ain't lost.
Do you just want me to say I want Arteta gone?
Klopp.
Is that what your
Klopp moved on when he should have. Them times there when Klopp was there, it wasn't the same thing. So, but what I'm trying to say, we're still talking about the future. So where you finish second, third, we're not talking about get rid of him. Arteta, anyway. Well, some people are, but no.
Wait, you're not talking about that?
Not right this second now. We're doing hypothetically. You said in the summer, if you get the abundance of what you asked for and then you still end up doing the same thing that you've been doing this year, wouldn't that suggest to you that somebody else needs to take you over the line?
So what does that mean?
Yeah, but I'm not saying do it now. I'm saying that what I'm trying to say is it's the standards that you're setting for yourself. There's nothing that this man can do wrong. You're saying you'll just be happy to challenge.
That's not what I said.
It's kind of what you're saying.
No, it's not, because I said his knuckles should be wrapped. I did tell you that he needs to basically be punished or held accountable for his mistakes and his wrongdoings and stubbornness. I told you that. I said those words. I said I don't know what it looks like. You're saying he should be getting out of it.
No, it should be pressure. It should be pressure.
What does the pressure look like?
If you don't deliver,
get out.
There's got to be some type of jeopardy. How are you going to make him raise his game?
I hear what you're saying, but what should that particular punishment be in your estimation?
In my estimate, if you went into the summer, bought strikers, bought backup forwards, bought another midfielder, and had the same team that you got there, yeah, it should be win or bust for him.
So what did I say regarding if is degradation of the product? What did I say?
What does degradation of the product mean?
Well, it means that it's gone backwards.
So exactly. So, but I said you had to win, and you said no, as long as you're challenging. But you've been challenging without all the extra stuff.
What did I say?
So there's no degradation of the product.
What did I say?
That means there don't have to be no degradation of the product for you not to challenge, because you've just been challenging. So the product's the same or better, but you're still just challenging. You're cool with that?
No. When I say degradation, I don't just mean we still are second, and if we're second, for me, that speaks for itself. It speaks volumes. We still are second. It's a whole season. It's not like a cup competition. That's to say a lot for us to be second. That's a lot. He's done well, all things considered. Do you understand? Even though he created this particular hole that we're in, we're still second.
Yeah, remember, we're speaking hypothetically. We're saying that you go into the summer and we get all that abundance that you asked for,
Yeah.
And then still finish second. And so you're happy.
So the same hypothetical, and me saying that no season is the same, what else are we factoring into this imaginary season? What else? Other than just second place, what else? What has caused us to be second place?
Oh, so you're cool to do PGMO again, injuries again.
But Marks, that can be a reality.
I hear it.
Because it has been a reality.
I hear it. This is... Nah.
I just told you, if we have an abundance and I can see that he cannot get anything from the abundance, I have to question whether he's the right man for the job. That's what I said.
Yeah, but you're saying you're not getting nothing out of the abundance, but you're saying challenging is getting something out of it in your mind. Challenging will be getting something out of it, but you've been challenging.
Yeah, I do believe, and that challenging means that you're getting something out of it. Just imagine the challenging being, because before...
I feel like I'm so confused. I feel like I'm missing something.
No, don't. Let me try to bring some clarity. Challenging could mean both teams that are first and second have not lost any games at all season, right? And maybe we drew 2, they drew 1, right? I can't tell flipping Arteta get out because you're still second at the end of the season if that happens. That's mad. That's absolutely bonkers because whoever beat us, they played a blinder.
Yeah, but everybody who's beat you just played a blinder. It's going to be 4 years in a row. Like, something's got to give, innit?
You see how you're not looking to basically focus on the nuance.
No,
and
but
they're telling you it depends on
be...
what happens during that season. And you're telling me, no, it just shouldn't be dependent on that. It shouldn't depend on that.
That's what
does that even mean?
Because that's what it's going to take. That's why they shouldn't have got rid of Klopp, because it was so difficult to win this league in the era when City were moving mad. But Klopp found a way to get it done. He only done it one time, but it was enough. And it's understandable they only done it one time because of how City were moving and what it takes. So it's like, you've got to get it done. If you want to be that top team, you've got to get it done. So I hear what you're saying, like, not everybody went undefeated. You drew 2, you drew 1. That's fine. But that's not just, you're saying that's like an isolated season. It's not just an isolated season. That's on the back of you being top of the league for 97% of it, then shit in the bed, yeah? Then going down to the last day of the season, then shit in the bed, then potentially finishing 3rd in a 2-horse race because the season ain't over yet. Then doing that, it's not enough.
Where's this expectation coming from? Of Arsenal? Where is this? How have you framed or molded this expectation of just supreme excellence without fault from Arsenal? Where's it coming from? Because it's not from history.
It's the standards you just set over the last 3 seasons. You have been at the top.
And who set the standard?
Arteta.
And I should get rid of him? Because he continues setting the standard?
You need someone to push over that other line. Brendan Rodgers had Liverpool scoring 100 goals that season. Suarez, Sterling, and Sturridge cooking.
I can't relate to this.
Nearly there, almost there.
I can't relate to this reasoning.
If Gerrard didn't slip, they would have done it. He had them. He branged them up to the thing as far as he could, and then Klopp took them further.
I do believe that there are Arsenal fans. There are many Arsenal fans out there who would agree with everything you're saying. I'm not one of them. I'm just not one of them. You're always going to butt heads with me with that regard. And I don't fault them for thinking like you. But I can't get my mind to where you have your mind. I can't. Because in my mind, get rid of Arteta, who's coming in that guaranteed to take us over the top. Guarantee, you know? Cool. Let that happen. And let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens when we bring somebody else in. The thing is, you will be laughing if we just plummet. If we replace our position with your position, you will be having a field day.
I'll be having a field day if you finish 2nd next season. I'll be having the same field day. You can look great. It can look as good as it wants. It can go down to the last day of the season. Neck and neck.
It's sounding
like you finish 2nd next season, I'll be having a field day.
It's sounding as though you want the better for Arsenal fans.
I want better for Arsenal Football Club. I want you to win something.
You see? And I want better for Man United. But you want better for Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah, because at this point, I just want you to win something.
All right. Time for just a quick word from my friend who is on your side, by the way. He's an Arsenal fan who has said enough is enough. Good morning, DCF Mooks. He will say the things that you want him to say that I'm not saying. Good morning. You're muted. You're still muted.
And
it's first time DCF called up.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. Let's see if this is gonna work. All right, unmute now.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Come on.
Okay, cool.
Assalamu alaikum, man.
Wa alaikum salam, Aki. How are you?
All good, man. We thank God.
But yeah, Brent, I can't lie to you. What you were saying earlier is very Tottenham of you still. It's quite bad, I can't lie. It's quite embarrassing. It's very Tottenham of you.
Talk to me.
If we have everything for like strikers and everything for next season and we don't win the league, that's very embarrassing, I can't lie.
Explain.
It's not having the winner's mentality. As a club, I think all the fans have been treated like they've been getting chicken nuggets. We need to get more.
All right, so you said if we have everything, we are... It just should be the league without any sort of competition at all from anybody else. We're just going to win the league.
All right, cool.
There's an expectation just to win the league.
No, the way you're framing it, like,
It's not about winning the league.
As a fan, he's got ambition. The if you get everything you want, there should be expectation to go and win the league.
Sorry, do you think I don't have ambition? With me saying,
Not the
if
way
it
you
is
talk.
that we get an abundance, let me run it again because I used English words. If we have an abundance and I don't see that the product is better, in fact, that it's degrading, I would question whether he is who? The man for the job. Those are the words I used. How is that not having ambition?
If the product
Brent,
is degrading.
you said League Cup. You said Carling Cup. That's not ambition. FA Cup is at our stage. It's not ambition.
DCF
We've
books,
been
what you've
challenging
just
for
done,
3 years.
you've just picked something I said in a long conversation and then applied it to this pointed question Marx asked me and a pointed response I gave to him. That's disingenuous.
Is it?
100%.
My bad, but still, we still need to try and at least get Champions League or win the title. We can't keep doing what we're doing.
Did you say get the Champions as in win the Champions League?
Yeah.
We need to do something big. The reason why Margs is doing what he's doing, yeah, as a Man United fan, I can see it. Is like they're using the excuse of bottling. This won't stop. Not that I'm trying to perform, Arsenal's trying to perform for United fans or whatever. This won't stop until we win something. And we're all in our rights to try and win something.
So it's not going to
I
stop.
am not...
The image, obviously, rival fans ain't supposed to say nice things about you. So this is football. This is what we do.
I don't care about...
And no one ain't going to stop until you win something.
I understand the pressure that DCF Mux is under. I don't feel the pressure from you.
No, but I'm saying you should want it for yourself.
I am aware that he is sick and tired of hearing the fans, the rival fans getting on to him.
Forget me.
I don't care about
when
what they
you're
say.
at home by yourself. This is what you should want for yourself.
I know they want the worst for us. And I don't think he's realizing that.
No, but forget me. Take me out of the picture for a second. For yourself. Everything that you are working towards should be towards winning something. A Champions League, a Premier League.
What did I say that was absent? That ambition.
Brent.
What did I point it out? Tell me.
I hear your side, yeah. And let me just give like a background. I'm an Arsene Wenger fan. I have patience for managers. I'm not in this thing of pushing managers away when they're not trying. I can see Arteta has flaws. Hopefully, like I said in Discord bare times, like if he doesn't learn from his mistakes, then boy, he's got to go. He needs to like try and at least win the league. I'm tired of it. I can't lie to you. I'm tired of seeing us come in second consistently. The only issue now I have is like, who do we get to replace him?
And then you would rely on the ownership to basically bring in the person that is going to do the job, isn't it?
Yeah.
And them having faith in Arteta does not look to show you that their judgment is flawed.
No, because he's done a good job up until that point. He's done a good job up until that point. He's brought you like he brought you to the water. Now someone else is going to make you drink it. I don't think
that's what I'm saying. It's like a Brendan Rodgers effect. It's a Pochettino effect.
I don't think looking at him like that is so dispirited towards him. Like it's not like man saying something crazy. Like he's improved you lot. He's picked you lot up out of the mud. He's improved your team and he's took you lot as far as he can take you. Saying that is not a knock on him.
Question DCF.
This is his first time in management.
Question DCF.
This is his first time in management. You don't talk like he's the greatest gaffer in the world.
DCF Mux, do you feel as though any of our title runs were thwarted by the PGMOL?
I think all our seasons have been. We've had the PGMOL affect all our seasons.
No. I want
okay.
I want you to be very specific.
Is that just Arsenal?
In answering the specific question?
Some of the horrible calls that happen in this league. Is it just Arsenal that face?
Can I just talk to DCF
to bring
Mux,
up the
please?
PGMOL? That is nasty.
This is the beginning
work,
of a couple questions.
At least go with
beginning of a couple questions.
Saka, Saliba, these are important people. At least go with injuries.
This is what happens when it is that you want me to reason with my fellow Arsenal fans who's on your side.
Okay, cool.
He can make the arguments for you. You don't have to basically chime in.
Cool. I'm gonna go to it.
God damn it. So any of the title run-ins has PGMOL, in your honest opinion, thwarted us winning a title?
Maybe the last one.
So
that's the only one.
So in your mind, if all things were fair and just, you wouldn't be Arteta out right now.
if everything was fair and just, I wouldn't be Arteta out
That was the question.
with the PGMO. I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding this. If everything was fair and right, I would probably still want. It's not that I want Arteta out, but I still think he hasn't learned from like his mistakes. I don't think the refereeing decisions play a huge effect.
Wow.
Like,
Then
a massive effect.
This is where we differ.
I
And
think
this is why
it's
I
affected
have
a
the
couple
patience
games.
for Arteta, because he hasn't been given a fair shake, even though he's done some dumb stuff. Even though the board has done some dumb stuff, in my head, we should have still won at least one Premier League, 100%.
Bro, you see in this game, there's 10 games left in this season in this league, yeah? You have played 28 games. You have only lost 3 times in this league. Like, literally, nobody else. Who's lost less than you? Just the league, just Liverpool. You have lost only 3 times in this league. You are not winning this league, and the gap is where it is because you have shit the bed. You have 10 draws. You have drawn the most times in this league. Only Everton has drawn more than you, sir. You know what I'm trying to say? You and Brighton have drawn 10 games. Everton have drawn 12. Nobody's drawn more times than you, sir. If you are telling me that every single one of these 10 draws are down to PGMOL,
No, he said
then
last
fine.
season. He said last season. He said last season. He didn't say this season. He said last season. That was the response to my question. He said last season.
Wait there. This season was 100% affected by PGMOL. I'm talking to all of you.
No, you can't.
I'm talking to all of you here.
Mux is on the line. You could only
No,
be
but I've
talking
got to
to
talk
him.
to everybody. This season's man's telling me. This season
is
you
not
draw.
discourse,
If you're
man.
telling me the PGMOL made you draw these 10 games, then cool. But if they didn't, don't talk to me about no PGMOL. Take some accountability. This is crazy. Talking about telling me you ain't won this league because of PGMOL is blood clot crazy.
Again, you're not talking to DCF Mux. And you're not talking to me because I didn't say
Hello.
that. Good morning, Kofi.
Morning. Yeah, so like obviously this season, yeah. Look, you got to give credit where credit due. Yeah, Liverpool were better than expected. It is what it is. But we've been hurt by injuries. Look, I don't care who you are. If you miss your best player since December, who's slowly coming back, maybe. Then you miss out. You lose your striker, your winger.
City won the league when Kevin De Bruyne was gone the whole time. Foden stepped up.
Brother.
Allow it, man.
Are you acting like City didn't have Gundogan, David Silva, Aguero?
But then they've built themselves for the squad. So then,
Sane,
so
all
take
playing.
accountability. So you ain't built your squad. So your squad's not good enough to win the league. Then say that. Don't I don't want to hear now about injuries. Everybody has injuries every season.
Marks, you're doing too much.
Okay,
you're doing too much. If Salah goes out from Liverpool, do you think Liverpool win the league?
Well, maybe not, but we have to see, innit?
Exactly. That's the point, man.
Yeah, but Diaz might step up, or Nunes might step up, or
They're not
Jota
stepping
might
up
step
to
up.
Salah's level, man. Look at the goal Salah's got, and look at the assists he's got. Compare them to Diaz, Nunes. Liverpool fans don't want Nunes there. So sometimes you just need a bit of luck, yeah?
Okay.
Every good team has a bit of luck. You don't have your best player missing out for 4 or 5 months. And you say City, cool, De Bruyne went out, but they had replacements. And you know the reason why they got replacements? They got resources of a flipping country behind them. Arsenal aren't that. So we've been hurt by injuries, but Liverpool have been better than expected. Now, my thing about Arteta is that next season, there's no excuse. Get the striker, build a squad.
It's not just one striker, sorry. I need a
Yeah,
couple.
man, get a striker,
I need a couple
get a
of
winger.
attackers. I need a couple of attackers.
Another 6 and build your squad. You've seen what happens when you get injuries, so mitigate that. And then if he can't do it next season, then people like Mars, you just got to let him say he's not good enough, this, that, and third. But for this season, I'm not going to do that because I just feel like a lot of clubs, quite frankly, we've been hurt by injuries. And Liverpool like the only club that really haven't been hurt by injuries. So, yeah, I just feel like it is what it is.
They haven't been hurt by injuries, but it's the same team. It's the same team. It's the same team that you were better than last year with a better manager.
Yeah, but we're missing out our best players, man.
No, he's
you can't say it's the same team when Saka is out.
He's forgetting
when
that bit.
Havertz is out. It's not the same team.
I'm saying the Liverpool the same team. You're not moving like you're saying. Okay, if Salah
Yeah,
went
and
down
they're
before, but it's the
all
same
their best
Liverpool teams
players,
that weren't good enough to beat us up the season before with the great Jurgen Klopp.
This is not critical thinking at all. But DCF,
This
you
is
want to
crazy,
respond to
Marks.
that?
Pardon?
You said you wanted to ask a question.
I don't think this is a season that we can say that Arteta has to go out this season. My thing is he's got one more season in him.
Exactly. Same with me.
Before questions come up. Go on.
Yeah, same with me.
Huh?
Yeah, same. I agree. I think
Yeah, he's got one more season before like I'm gonna ask serious questions.
Exactly.
Like he's had enough time. He's had what 6 years, 5 years
Yeah.
before like all this has gone on. So I don't know. Yeah, that's it really. Still.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah,
it's crazy
I
how
just
a
feel
Man
that if he
United
gets
fan
this,
wants better for our club than myself. To be honest,
I think you're quite
because
optimistic.
where
I
was
can't lie to you. You're an
history
optimistic
steeped in
person, and that's not a bad thing.
do you say about twisted person?
You're optimistic. I think you're an optimistic person.
I said fair.
It's not a bad thing, but I think there's certain ways that we have to like draw the line. Like I know Marks plays FM. If you had the Wonder Kid, but you had the opportunity to get a better Wonder Kid, you'll sell the one that you already have on your team. Like Arteta's a Wonder Kid, but he's not performing. Get another one that will win you the league.
I'm not trying to like Arteta's done good, and I don't think anybody can take that away from him. Like,
Of course.
I don't think anybody can take that away from him. But at some point, something's got to give. And again, that's why I always use words like ambition. It's like how long are we doing it for? These men have set their stall out and drawn the line in the stand, which makes sense. It's been good. It's been great. He's done respect manners for everything that you've done for us. But if you don't win us nothing by next year, we got to look somewhere else. We got to go. That makes sense to me. So it's just when you say the stuff that you're saying to me, I don't understand.
I said the same thing.
No, you never. You've never once said.
I will repeat it. If we get in abundance and we have everything to do what my ambition suggests,
yeah. But there's a
and I'm seeing a flipping receding of the product.
I don't know what receding of the product means. These men are saying if you don't
Right.
win, I don't give a shit about no product, whether it recedes, whether it proceeds. I don't care. These men are saying he needs to win.
I think I don't understand why it is that you keep saying you don't understand me, because I'm not saying that we need to win something.
Exactly, because you'll be happy. You'll be happy challenging.
No, but I've told you.
You've been challenging.
But I told you that I don't look at football like that. There's no entitlement for Arsenal to win things, right? And I'll give you an example of if two teams, Liverpool and Arsenal, go toe to toe for the entire season. We happen to draw 2. They happen to draw 1. I can't say. Arteta, get out.
That's not isolated. That's on the back of these previous 3 seasons, Brent. It's still not good enough. It doesn't matter what excuse you want to make. You couldn't get it done.
You can't shout me out of my position.
I don't mean to shout.
I don't mind about the shouting. What I'm saying is that I'm not budging from this logic.
No, but the logic is flawed.
That's fine for you to say that, but I'm not budging from this logic.
Regardless of how sexy he made it look, the bottom line is he couldn't get it done. And there's not just one isolated season that'll be on the back of the previous 3 seasons where he couldn't get it done. And you weren't miles away. You were supposed to be champions elect. You are like, what are we talking about?
Can you remember you sitting on this couch and saying that on paper Arsenal don't have a team to win the league?
That was the first time.
That was the first twice. You said it you said it 2 seasons. The second season you said we wouldn't even make top 4. That's what you said. That's what you said. Right? You seem to have revisionist flipping
that was
history.
just wishful thinking. I was just trying to put that into the atmosphere to make sure it don't happen.
Sure. Wonderful. I can't take you seriously when we're discussing Arsenal because I remember what you used to say. Do you understand?
Okay,
I watch Arsenal every single game. I've been to how many games this season? I've been to none. I've been to none because I've been busy.
I've been to at least 3 Arsenal games this season.
Nice. That's why it's
Emirates.
Nice. That's why it's your particular opinion weighs more than mine. This right. But I can't budge. I watch football for different reasons. Right? My friends getting onto me for Arsenal's position. You're not going to sway me, right? I'm still going to apply my logic to what I'm seeing. And I'm sorry, Arteta has done far too much. And I'm seeing that he deserves some sort of grace. Given that in a couple seasons, there's been a madness that hasn't been repeated again after it's been done. Do you understand? I can't forget that. It's been an injustice. That's not saying that he hasn't been doing stupidness. I've said his flipping knuckles need to be wrapped. But I want Arsenal, and he reminds me of Arsenal because so much. That's why I keep Freudian slip. I want Arteta to be successful with this club because he has earned it. Do you understand? And I like when it is men or women put their flipping work in. They make changes, global changes, and they're rewarded for it. Do you understand? I want him to win. So when it is,
yeah, I get that. So
if it is, not when it is, I want to speak this into existence. If it is next season, he falls short, it will be hard for me to sit here and still go back and forth. But in my mind, depending on what I see, I will still root for him. If it is, I'm seeing, nah, your stubbornness is getting like Arsene Wenger, latter day stubbornness. That can't run. Nah, you haven't earned that part. That part you haven't earned
Brent,
because you don't have
I can't lie, his
years
stubbornness
of
is worse.
trophies behind you. Do you understand? That part you can't earn. Because it's your first day, it's first stint at a job. That part you can't earn. But outside of that, my friend, I'm enjoying the football in large parts. You know? I don't like the fact that we've missed our entire attacking force. I hate watching Arsenal and it looking so nasty. I hate it. But there's no way I'm jumping out of my logical bag and being illogical. Knowing for well that the tomorrow's decision, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee.
You know what, Brent? You're right. You're right because even though I want Arteta to win next year and this and third, he's taken us far, man. Remember a few years ago, brother, we were in Europa League. We couldn't win knockout games. We were getting beaten 10-2 on aggregate. Now we're winning 9-3 on aggregate and people complaining. So,
guys,
we've gone far. We have gone far. And Arteta deserves a lot of credit. And remember, only 4 years ago, Man United was second. People forget this. Man United was second close to the league. And now look at where they are. So, we got to be careful what we wish for. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I like Arteta. I think he's done a lot, but I just want to win. I remember when I was like 9 years old when we last won the league. I'm nearly 30. I'm 30, sorry. I want to win the league. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Let's get it done. Let's get it wrapped up. Let's go.
And I think in large parts, I mean, the friendship circles that we have and the corn that we're exposed to after nonsense happens. Like it hurts and it's taken into your week and it hurts and it lingers. Do you understand? And if it is, you don't have a good woman next to you to. Bro, it's compounded. I understand that. You understand? But there's no way because I'm busy like building and working, so I don't have the time to basically wallow in the sadness and the despair. So it doesn't affect me as I know. That's why I said I don't get onto Arsenal fans who are like DCF Mooks or like you or like others. I don't because I think I understand. I can't relate. Do you understand? I fully understand, but I can't relate.
No. That's fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. Take care.
Thank you very much, Kofi, and thank you very much, DCF Mooks. Always appreciate it. All right, let's get into the wrap up.
All right, let's do it. Well, that was a great show, guys. It's good to have a full house.
There's no show,
man. Ain't there? That helps me.
Sorry. I think I told you already, right? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Am I saying that?
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
That's why we gave them so much on topic of the day.
Well, that was a great episode. This is the wrap up, you know. I can't remember what we spoke about. It was good stuff. We had a good topic of the day. We had a good intro before we even got here. We spoke about things. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
All the things.
It was a great asking for a friend. You just got to go and check it out. It was a real vibe. Mm-hmm. It was a real time.
Mm-hmm. Things were said.
Things were said. We did that. You get what I'm trying to say? And obviously, we made it so great today because we knew, sadly, that there's not going to be no show Monday. But it's obviously because we're working tirelessly and painstakingly behind the scenes, making serious moves. And there's only so many hours in the day and things need to get done. So we won't be here on Monday, but in saying that, we're going to make sure we give you an amazing show on Tuesday.
100%.
It might even be better than this one.
100%.
So you want to be there. You want to be there. And any more for any more?
Man.
What's today's mathematics?
What day is it today? 14th. Today's mathematics would be knowledge, culture, freedom, all being born to power refinement.
That is so cold. I gotta say this is cool. Peace out, guys.
Peace.